Hello, folks. Good morning. Can I get a quick mic check just to verify that you all can hear me? And no, am I trained to? You are not late. This is Thrak getting a little overly excited and getting started before I did, but that's perfectly fine. Just need a quick mic check, make sure everything's good to go. Should be on my end. Let me know. Hello, cool man. Mic is good. Thank you, Thrak. Much appreciated. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a many a year since I last did a RuneScape 3 video or stream on this channel. Those of you who are the OGs will remember, this game is what got me my first, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I wouldn't say it was the best content, it's very dated content, but even the mods from Jagex liked it, so it was a thing back in the day. I haven't touched it in a very long time, but we're getting back into it today. Why? Because today is the launch of something new in RuneScape 3. It is called a League, the Equilibrium League. Now, this is a temporary game mode for RuneScape where everything is cranked up to the max and you are going to get overpowered as heck. They did a league last year called Catalyst, which was really fun. This year looks even better, and it's only going to run for about 6 weeks. So today's the first day. It just launched an hour ago. I thought, let's go ahead and pop into it and share this, because I will be playing the crud out of this going forward. Thank you. I like this mustache too. It also kind of fits my character just a smidge. All right, if audio is messed up at all, by the way, just please let me know. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll just show you exactly how this is going to end up working. So yeah, Leagues, limited time game mode, new way of experiencing the game. We are going to gain something here called League Points as we complete tasks. This is how we're going to advance. Yes, I've seen all this. Stand by. I'll talk about blessings and such in a little bit. Thank you. There's an interface over here too. Well, that's nice. And a map and blah, blah, blah. They're throwing a lot of information at me. I'll get... let me get to this. Hang on. Highly recommend you look at every region closely. Okay, cool. Got it. So, what we're going to get here as we look through this interface... Stop. Leave me alone. God, I know how this works. Leave me alone. Ah! All right. Can we look at tasks? There we go. Nope, you have to pick your relic. All right, fine. We'll talk about tasks in a minute. Relics. What are these? This is the really fun part of the game. So as you complete different tasks in the game, it'll be something like deliver marigolds to a person, mine a certain number of materials, defeat this boss at this difficulty level, whatever it's going to be, you're going to gain points. As you gain points, you're going to fill up this bar over here. As you fill up the bar, you're going to get relics. Relics change the game up completely. So we have a choice. Do we want to go for Endless Harvest, Golden Touch, or Survivalist? I'm not going to go through all of these. In terms of what they do, I'll just give you a Cliff Notes version. Survivalist doubles how many materials you get as you gather resources. So mining, woodcutting, and so on. You do not get double XP, but you get double the resources. Plus, from level 1, you get the top tier tools. So, imagine tier 90 tools for chopping wood. You're going to go through it really fast. And a bag to hold all of it. Endless Harvest makes the game AFK. So literally for fishing, for example, your character will run between fishing spots and you only have to click the game once every 15 minutes and you'll just auto do everything. It's dad mode. It's perfect for when you're on mobile at work, which you probably shouldn't be doing, but that's beside the point. So it's really cool in that way. It just makes the game stupid easy. You just get all your gathering skills to 99 while just at work over the week. That's it. Golden Touch is what I'm going to be doing though, because this one is, kind of powerful. So let's take a look and I'll show you how insane these can be. So these are our effects here. We're going to be given Golden Hawk Boots, granting me agility experience just randomly as I do anything. Also, whenever I do an agility course, I get 10,000 coins. Also, as I complete a lap, I get 200% extra more XP. Also, prevents me from failing any obstacles. I never fail a thieving check. All thieving loot is noted. Stealing from stalls and chests does not cause them to deplete, which means I can just keep clicking forever and they'll always restock. I can automatically keep thieving when stealing from stalls and chests. Safe haven't got a cooldown. Triple loot. Coins are multiplied by 100 times. And so on. There's some really crazy stuff here, and thieving is a great skill. They reworked it recently. It's amazing. This should be good for us. And with every tier of a relic, we get some passive effects. So now I'm going to get things like 5 times the experience rate for everything I do. Crops go faster, run energy never drains, blah, blah, blah. It's amazing stuff. We're going to go ahead and activate Golden Touch. But once you've made this choice, you can't change your mind. So this is it. Know what you're going to do. It's pretty crazy. That's not the only thing we need to talk about, though, because there's some other really crazy stuff in the game. Right now, I'm just activating this standby. Let's just go ahead and let it do the animation. Oh, look at all the little Gathixian butterflies. Yeah, cool. Very, very nice. All right, we got our Golden Hawk boots. I'm going to wear those right off the bat. Thank you. Oh, they gave me a Drayman staff. I was wondering about that. Okay. Yes, I will enable the wiki sync. That's fine. Play leagues done. Okay. So, let's talk about some of the individual tasks and stuff. So you can filter this in a lot of ways by various different zones. We have Mistalin, Haven Height, which is a new zone some of you guys may not have seen, and eventually we're going to get Karamha all for free. And there's lots of different tasks we can do. For example, milk a cow, get 10 points. Kill a spider, kill a goblin, blah, 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 right? Regions are a really important part of the game, though. This is a contentious thing they decided to do with RuneScape 3. They've done this in old school RuneScape leagues, but they have limited how many places in the world you can go to. So we're going to go to Mistalin and Haven Height for free. We'll get Karamja for free. And then I get to choose 3 additional regions I can go to. The rest are gone. You do not get to go through them the entire league. I've got a plan as far as where I want to go. The desert is basically mandatory. And then everything else, except for the Fremennik provinces, there's at least an argument for where you should go. So that's big. On top of relics, there's also going to be blessings. Blessings are very similar to relics. This is new. They didn't do this last year. But as you complete certain combat tasks, you're going to get some unbelievably overpowered blessings that make combat insane. Like, I've sat and done a lot of theory crafting, and I think I came up with a build where I should be able to do like a couple million damage in a single ability. And I'm not even kidding. Like, I should literally be able to vaporize bosses. It will be one of the strongest builds that ever existed in RuneScape history. Ironically, shortly after I came up with it, all the other theory crafters did too. So I'm not that special, but still, whatever. It's fine. Let's just go ahead and get moving. Let's go! Let's go, boys! Look how many players there are. This is great. So we have to do random little things. I mean, this is like just the base game, you know? Oh, wait. We just got agility. Boom, I leveled up a skill. I just moved and things happened. Kill a goblin! We have to kill him! There we go. I think I punched him first, so that's going to be fine. This will finish up a task, right? So we'll do that. I should get a little bit of experience out of the arrangement. I don't know if I actually managed to kill him in time or not. Yeah, I did. There we go. We killed a goblin. Sweet! Like, it's a fairly crazy way of playing the game. It's very straightforward. It's not complicated at all, but the further into you get, the harder the tasks get, and it really does become really, really, really fun. Imagine facing off on some of the biggest bosses in the game, and then all of a sudden, you're doing ridiculous amounts of damage. I go fight Zuck, and I kill him in like 2 phases. Like, that sort of thing is very possible, and it's gonna be insane. We're going to start with a few basic things, though. Not only do I need to do some early combat and stuff, get some skills, get some combat XP, I also really, really, really want to get myself some early skills going. We are already up to woodcutting level 5, and I've got 4 logs. That's how fast we're leveling up. Like, it's kind of nuts. I see Thrak is giving people a bit of guidance in how that all works, too. Let's go ahead and light some of these logs, and we'll just toss this in. Oh, I forgot to mention, really cool thing. Free-to-play players can join the league. Like, you don't even have to be a member. Now, granted, there's a limit. You can only do a certain amount of said league. Once you get to, like, Relic level 3, like, you can't go any further. But, like, if you want to try it out for yourself and decide if this is the most fun you've ever had in RuneScape, you can do that. It's perfectly viable. Hello, a Golden Hawk feather. So this is something we got from our boots, special for our relic. We should be able to offer it and get some prayer XP, I think. I don't see evidence that it did anything for me there. It got me 82 experience. I'm 1 off. Oh no. Whatever, it's fine. So yeah, we're definitely training up agility really fast, and I'm doing absolutely nothing right now, but that's fine. So I need to find a bunch of things. Let's go thieve. That's something I'm supposed to be really good at. Let's try thieving. We're gonna go to the Lundbridge Square over here. We're gonna start pickpocketing some folks. See if I can't start getting that up. Get myself some stalls, blah, blah, blah. Where's some people I can pickpocket? Looking for a regular... There's a woman. Pickpocket this woman. Welcome to the world of RuneScape. Immediately commit theft. It's fine. So yeah, we're going to watch this start blazing up there. We're at 2. We're at 3. We're going to be getting up to 4 in just a sec. There's 4. You see how it works? Like, the XP rate is so fast. By the time we finish all of the relics, we're going to get to like a 16 times XP rate. The game is going to be blazing fast. Not to mention you get like a 10 times drop rate by the end of it. So even rare gear is going to become a lot easier to get your hands on. It's really nuts. Sorry, let me catch up on some comments here because I've been talking for a little bit too much. Just wanted to go with this. Thank you, Joan. Good evening to you as well. Will Dive or Die turn into a series? If enough people ask for it, yes. At the moment, I don't know if I've seen enough interest for that, but I do think it's a really cool game. I'm very tempted to just go ahead and play it for myself for the heck of it, because it does look incredibly fun. This is new RuneScape. Looks different from the old one. This is RuneScape 3. Now, RuneScape 3, again, is a big part of how this channel got started. Like 14 years ago? 13, 14 years ago is when I started doing this. The graphics are substantially better than old school RuneScape. Obviously, OSRS is a classic. It has a massive player base. People go crazy for it. I think RuneScape 3 is great, and here's the cool thing. So, RuneScape 3 really suffered for a while of heavy-handed microtransactions and stuff like that, and it really turned a lot of people off from the game. Lots of daily things, lots of loot boxes, stuff like that. Recently, they went through a leadership change and switched to private equity, and the new CEO, Mod North, completely revisions how they're going to do RuneScape 3. Like, they cut all that garbage out. Now, yeah, the subscription fee has gone up a bit as a result, but they've cut out like so much of the bloat. They're decluttering a lot of the world. They've got a path to restoration is what they're calling it. And genuinely, I think they're doing an amazing job. Like, right now, this is something that needs to be watched in the gaming industry, because if this actually does revitalize RuneScape 3 by being very consumer-friendly and focusing on the game instead of just how to monetize and nickel and dime every single thing, that's a big deal. And I really want them to succeed. Plus, I think just in general, the game is good. It's pretty sick. First episode of Dive or Die made you wish it was a full playthrough. It's a really interesting game. Really, really cool. I would love for it to take off on YouTube. It doesn't look like it's going to, but I wish it would, because it is such an interesting idea. Super duper cool. All right, level 17 thieving is enough for now. I mostly just wanted to do that for the heck of it. So we got all these requirements done. I'm getting league tasks right and left for random things I'm doing. Let's go ahead and offer these Golden Hawk feathers, which immediately gets me up to prayer level 10. I've reached level 100. Sorry, total level. Like, yeah, I've reached total level 100. I'm into the game for what, 5 minutes? That's all it took. Leagues is nuts, man. The first few days of League is like just insane. I think there was a task to kill a rat. Let's go kill this rat real quick. Let's see what happens. I want to see if there is indeed a task. We have like no meaningful skills to start off. Oh, they reworked combat completely in the game too, by the way. I cannot beat a rat, by the way. I cannot beat a rat. We're gonna have to run. They reworked combat entirely. So, like, every skill is now different, which is really, really sick. I have 170,000 gold already? Jeezums, dude. Oh, it really is crazy. I'm going to start getting myself some very basic loot. If I'm going to do any very basic combat training, I want to have some simple armor. I want to have, you know, I want to have some tools that I can work with. Just some simple weapons and go. So we're going to get ourselves a little bit of copper. And in the meantime, I'm still trading up my agility. We're already up to level 27, and absolutely zero happened on that end. That was insane. What other tasks we got here? Kill a dark wizard. Enter the Earth Altar. Have Elsie tell me a story. Give bones to a dog. Claim a clue scroll. Complete the archaeology tutorial. Steal from the Varric tea stall. Pan for jade to the dig site. Yeah, there's a few things to do there. I'm right now working on a task just for the mining. So some tasks are region locked and some are global. So like mining doesn't really care. Just do it anywhere and it's fine. But some things you can only do in Mistland. You can only do in Havenhive, that kind of thing. Yeah, WTF asking, it's not old school RuneScape. This is RuneScape 3, and this is the new league. The brand new Equilibrium League just launched. And I have been very excited about this for like 3 weeks. And I figured, what the heck, let's just go ahead and share it with the community for the fun of it. I don't even expect this stream to do well on YouTube at all. Who cares? I was going to do this all morning anyway. I figured, let's just go ahead and talk about it. Let's show why this is fun. We're at level 30 agility. Yeah, I was really worried agility was going to be a pain to train, but this relic has completely nullified any of the challenge with agility, which is great, because there are no good agility courses in the early regions that we have unlocked. All right, we're going to swap over to getting myself a bit of tin, just so I can get myself some bronze. We'll smelt that, we'll smith it, and then we'll be in good shape. Just want to get some basic armor, get a better weapon, stuff like that. Prayer, we've got a few basic prayers going for us. That's nice. Agility, yeah, lots of stuff done here. Another thing that's important to note for the leagues, a lot of the quests are auto-completed. They didn't do that much last year, so you still had to do most quests yourself, and that was a little bit of a pain because they take a lot of your time. Some of them are fun, some of them are annoying, that kind of a thing. They took a lot of community feedback and said, we're just going to auto-complete most of them, just so you have immediate access to a lot of the important rewards. The downside is you don't get the XP rewards from the quests, and that is a very legitimate way of leveling up. So I'm curious how different this is going to be without it, but whatever. It's fine. We'll give it a go. Maybe it's okay. I'm here enjoying it. Cheers. Cheers to you too, buddy! Yeah, I've been really looking forward to this. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great time with this. Monday stream is bound to be low view. Yeah, exactly. I'm not doing this for views exactly. If I were doing this with a business mindset, I would not be touching this right now, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here to have fun. And hopefully the rest of you guys are as well, and we can just goof off. That's the entire point of everything. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. I think I need one more piece of copper, actually. I have a shrimp. I don't really need a shrimp, but I could eat the shrimp. Maybe there's an achievement for eating the shrimp. Who knows? Let's just try it. Boom. Nope, doesn't look like there was. Okay, that's fine. So let's get down over Myaw. Crashed star. There's already a crashed star over here. Well, that could be worth a fair bit of XP if I just had level 30 mining, but I'm unfortunately not at that point. We did get to level 10, which is enough to start getting iron. Good. Okay, so once I get myself some smithing, we could swap over to iron. They reworked smithing, they reworked mining, they reworked a lot of things in the last, year or two. But, they're really cranking things up in this game. Is it as hot in the US as here? Well, first off, I don't know where you are, so it's hard for me to answer that definitively, but I'm going to guess that you're probably, in Europe or something. In which case, no, the US is not currently going through the heat dome that you guys are over there. That is, you guys have been really, really suffering this year, that's for sure. But we've had a couple, but it's not been anywhere near as bad. 32 Celsius in Alabama. I mean, it's pretty warm, I guess, but that is Alabama down south, but yeah. Alabama, interesting. I was actually looking at getting a job down there fairly recently in Huntsville. Didn't work out, alas, but yeah, I went to Alabama fairly recently. I liked it. It's a little humid, but I liked it. Quite nice. All right, so we have smelted 10 bronze bars. I have not got still enough XP for anything, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and start heating a few things up. I would like to have a bronze full helm. Sure, we'll pick that up. So we have a heated up bar, which we'll then smith. They did change things a couple of years ago with smithing, where you don't just instant heat up, smelt, instant click on things. They just immediately smith. Now it's actually a process to make a single piece of gear, but you get a lot more experience per bar, so kind of evens out a little bit. Kind of evens out. 32 in South Germany. Okay, so yeah, apparently it's about the same. What was I doing here? Oh, I finished this. Perfect. Okay, that finished a little faster than I was expecting. We'll get ourselves a quick plate body. Heat that up as well. The more XP we have with smithing, the faster we smith our bars, the more heat we get into a bar, the easier it's all going to be. Golden Hawk feathers, cool. Trying to keep up with everything that's happening here, but it is going really fast already. I can't believe we're at level 37 agility, and I've literally not done a thing. Literally not done a single thing. We'll get ourselves some iron and stuff once I do have a little bit better smithing, because with better iron, I should be able to get some better tools and stuff like that. Makes everything easier. So much easier. Here for the love of the game. That's literally why I'm here. I am literally here for the love of the game and nothing else. Alrighty. Thrak, how are things going for you? Thrak and I currently have a little bit of a race going on right now. He's got an hour head start on me, but we're both trying to get to Zuck and kill that boss as quickly as possible. He's going to be a tough one, but with all the buffs we're going to get for combat, I think that I actually can beat him. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be my first time actually beating that sucker. Level 7, heat, faster, good, good, good. So what do I need for iron tools and stuff like that? I assume 10? Yeah, 10 is what I'm looking for. All right. I've got 2 bars left. I would like to get a better weapon than what I have right now. What am I equipping? Is it a dagger? It's just a dagger. Worthless. Scimitar, does that take 2 bars? It does. That'll work. Yeah, I'll just take a scimitar. That's fine. We'll get a shield and stuff later. For now, just better attack. Better. That's fine. Good morning, Razor Carl. Here to lose a friendly wager. All right, who's here to lose the friendly wager? Is it me or is it you? Truth be told, you almost certainly will beat me to it, but it'd be pretty cool if I'm able to at least get it. I'll be happy to just at least get that far. All right, so we've got all that stuff going for us. So my other tasks were, so we need to kill something in the giant swamp. I'll tell you what, we need to go do some quests and stuff. We need to get ourselves some prayer. We need to get some combat XP, and I think also some Slayer. So let's go down to the Lumbridge Church. Actually, I'll go to the swamp first and kill a rat just to get that out of my way. But then we're going to go to the church and we're going to do a little bit of crypt dungeoneering. Well, dungeoneering is a specific term. We're going to dive into the crypt and kill some things. I think that'll be all right. Man, there's so many players. This is one of the things I loved last time I did the leagues as well. Like, there are people everywhere. Feels so cool to see, like, the world alive again, you know? I love it. I love it. All right, can we beat the rat this time? I actually don't know if we can beat the rat this time. We're going to try. I have no special abilities yet. I have to get some XP first. Oh, we start off with a dive ability. Well, that's nice. I'm going to take that for sure. We dealt a critical strike. Cool. I don't really care, but that's cool. Giant spider. Could probably fight a giant spider after this, but I'm a little bit low on health is my problem. We'll see. What first relic did I take? I did take Golden Touch. I know. I was thinking about taking Endless Harvest and just dad-moding the game, but it's the better choice. Golden Touch is such a good skill. It's really hard to say no. I'm going to try to help killing this spider. I don't know if I get credit at all. No, I have to be the first one to hit it. All right, got to find a spider. There's a spider. Let's see if I can't get in here and kill this without losing. Love to have some abilities, though, guys. What do I need to get some level up? 7. 7 for Adaptive Strike. Oh, boy. All right, yeah, I'm quite weak right now. I'm quite weak. It's fine. We knew this was going to happen. It's not a big deal. Thank you for the assist, guys. Makes it a little bit easier to kill. I like it. I should probably take things like the spider silk. I'll bet you there's some nice crafting things I got to do with that, too. All right, we got an ability. Hooray! Assault. Also, we can start stacking up Bloodlust, which is also great. So we'll make use of all of that. Alrighty. There's talismans. You know what? Oh, wait, I can't pick up anyone else's stuff. I forgot. Right, in leagues, so it's basically an Iron Man game. You cannot trade with people. You cannot pick up other people's loot. There is no grand exchange. Everything needs to be self-sufficient, for better or for worse. All right, let's go to the church. We're going to just go ahead and knock out these combat levels. Save those feathers for after Restless Ghost. The XP gets you to the mid-20s. I could do it after. What's the advantage of doing it after, unless the XP rate changes? I'm looking for a quest. That's lucky. I need someone to do it for me. Restless Ghost quest. All right, I need to talk to Father Ernhe. We need to go talk to him. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do like, by the way, the game now has, like, zones that are, like, marked for you, so you know exactly where your quests are. Makes life a little bit on the easy side. Never seen anyone actually play RuneScape, but always heard good things. Dude, RuneScape is a thing... Man, I have been playing RuneScape on and off, and very off, but sometimes on, since I was, like, 12 years old. I kid you not. And I just turned 36 yesterday, so that's 24 years that I've been playing RuneScape off and on. It's great. It is a grind at times, but it is a very, very good classic game. All right, this guy is going to need me to get me a Ghost Speak amulet, right? I don't remember what this quest is exactly. Take this amulet, blah, blah, blah. It's a Ghost Speak amulet. Right. Right. Thank you. Give it a try. Okay, so now I have a way of talking to ghosts. What's my objective again? Let's pull this up and actually see. I should talk to the ghost in the coffin south of the Lumbridge Church and find out why it's haunting the graveyard. Perfect. So where ye ghosty be? There you are. Restless Ghost. Hello, Ghost. How are you? Not very good, actually. What's the problem? Do you understand what I just said? Yes. Now tell me what the problem is. Yes, yes, I have a special amulet. So why are you doomed? You're not sure? Lost your head? Gotta find that again, huh? Find his skull? Right, that was a thing. Go to the mining spot on the coast south of Lumbridge for the skull. We want to head down here anyway. While I'm at it, I might pick up a bit of iron. Well, let's see how much smithing I got. I need a little bit more bronze first. We can do that too. 44 agility, by the way. I've done nothing. I think this skeleton might be what I need. I don't remember if I have to kill this skeleton in order to get his quest. I might. Let's try killing him and see what happens. That might be the purpose of this thing, is just to get it. Bumped my mic. Apologies. There's so many players here that maybe, just maybe, I'm not going to be able to kill it. How do I get the first hit on this sucker? We'll find out. We'll just give it a shot anyway. Yeah, search the mining spot. I got to get down over here. All right, forget this. I think he's literally spawning because there's a million other players trying to do this. There's clay. I do need that for a task as well. I know that. Save the golden hawk feathers, huh? All right, I'll do it. It's fine. Achievement unlocked. Good to go. Search the rocks behind him. Ah, that's what it is. That's what's triggering it, huh? Fair enough. Somebody got a red topaz and just left it around instead of getting the crafting XP. Brilliant. Probably not the smartest thing, but that's all right. Gonna get myself a little bit more bronze, just a little bit. And then we'll move on into something else. Okay, get some tin. Seems fine. Yeah, I have a task down here. Mine 200 ores of any kind, and that'll get me like 30 points or something like that. It's not very much, but it's fine. Yes, yes. Thank you, Thrak. I know. I see it. I see it, buddy. I see it. You're a good friend. You're trying to help me out. That's all right. I need 7... 2 more pieces of tin will do the job for the moment. 46 agility, by the way, because why the heck not? There we go. All right, let's go search those rocks. We'll fight ourselves a warlock, get a skull. You take the skull. We could just run away, but I'll take the combat XP and fight him. Why not? It's not a very hard fight. And I need more. I need a lot more. Actually, I was kind of expecting combat to go a lot faster than this. It has definitely been slower than I was expecting it to be. It's Monday, but we got Pravus' stream buff for 10% efficiency, 10 random knowledge, and a big morale boost. Yes, discontent falls, hope rises, right? Or something like that. This is a throwaway stream for fun. That's all it is. I wouldn't read any further into it, but I definitely plan on having fun. This is going to be the thing that takes up a lot of my life for a while. I have 2 big projects right now. 2 massive projects. Since yesterday was my birthday, I decided to start working on a toy that my wife bought me, a really big Lego set, which I will try to show off later once it's made some progress. It is huge. And then I've got this. So these are the 2 big projects I'm going to be working on for a while now. When I did Star Wars roleplay, we had a guy who had a character named Darth Pravus. See, okay, I don't know if you did that because of me. I'm going to assume for the sake of humility, no. But that's where I got my name. Pravus was a Star Wars character that I made for Star Wars The Old Republic. Goes back to the Latin of depraved. I created a Sith character. His name was Darth Pravus. The first videos I ever uploaded were like cutscene compilations for SWOTR with that character, Darth Pravus. And that then progressed into just me being Pravus. Pretty funny. Maybe interested in playing the game if I can find it. So it actually is on Steam. You can get the client that way if you want to, but you'll have to create a JGX account. Again, you can start the leagues for free and decide if this is fun. It's a supercharged version of the game. It is not representative at all of what like the normal RuneScape would be, because normal RuneScape takes time. It is far more of a grind. But it's fun. In my opinion, this is a great way of playing the game. I will probably always come back for a league. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and talk to the ghost. How are you doing on finding my skull? Found it. Cool. And let me guess, I have to toss it into something. Take the skull. Can I use it on the coffin? Yep. There we go. Something happened. I don't know. He made the character like 20 years ago. Well, there you go. So, yeah. Great minds think alike. I'll just say that. Release. Thank you, stranger. Whee! Off goes the ghost. I've done my good deed for the day. Where are you going? Bye. I don't remember that cutscene being a thing before, but There we go. Sure, why not? All right, so that's taken care of. So we get a quest point. We get 125 prayer XP, which is multiplied by 5, by the way. Also, we get 5 ancient bones that each give 200 from Father Eric. Okay. Well, we'll deal with that in a minute. So that bumps me up to prayer level 17, which is nice. I would like to do a bit of cooking. Who's got a range? Anybody? You've got a range. Let's go cook these shrimp real quick, get some cooking XP done. Just because I want to have a little bit of food on hand before I go down into the dungeon anyway. So, do the Golden Hawk feathers scale with level? Is that why you said I should hold on to those, Thrak? That'd be interesting. That'd be very interesting if so, actually. All right. Well, we're gaining like a cooking level for like every single piece of shrimp that I cook. To be fair, shrimp are a little bit delicate. The game makes it seem like it's really easy, but shrimp actually do take a little bit of work to cook as somebody who has actually done some cooking on that. It's funny. The Legend of Pravus 1 Origins. Dude, this is the fan episode like 20-year reunion. That's what this is. I'm telling you, I did like 250 episodes of RuneScape when this channel first started. Again, I wouldn't call them good, but like I did a lot in the day. This is not an origin story. This is a fan demanded return. That's all it is. Not even demanded. I'm doing it for fun. I'm doing it for free. Let's get myself a kite shield. I think that's probably a good thing to add on. I'm gonna want that pretty soon because I should be able to get a blessing. So what do I need for blessings? We already actually, oh, hang on. We've got our first thing. Okay, I killed a goblin. I think that's what I needed to do. Blessings, they work the same way as relics. Like I said, there are tasks to complete. As you get them, you unlock tiers. I have 3 options. Let's talk about this, because this is a new thing and it's really cool for this league specifically. We can choose between a chaos, a balance, or an order buff. Depending on what buffs you choose, when we get to tier 4, we will automatically receive one depending on what we got. So if I have 2 chaos and anything else, I will get the chaos boon. If I have 2 order, I'll get the order boon. If I have a mix of things, so 1 of each or whatever, or 2 Guthlicks, whatever it's going to be, I'll get the balance boon. They're all very different. I know what I'm going for. We're going to start with something here called Terragard's Aegis. But I'll run through the rest of these real quick. Adrenaline Junkie, your maximum adrenaline is increased by 50% and generation increased by 50%. Big Boned, your maximum life points are increased by 50%, and all damage you deal gains damage equal to a percentage of your HP. So the stronger and healthier I am, the more I wail on things. But this is the crazy one. Your base ability damage, which is what all your damage from your abilities are calculated from, is increased by 25% of your armor value. So the bigger armor I'm wearing, the more damage I do. And it's doubled if wielding a defender, tripled if wielding a shield. So if I wield a shield, not only do I become very survivable, I start hitting like a truck, which is interesting. And I get increased life regen, 2.5%, again tripled if wearing a shield. This is the surprise pick. I don't think anyone expected that defense is going to be so good in this game, but it is. We are absolutely going down Terragard's Aegis, and now that I have my kite shield, I'm actually going to start doing a lot more damage now. It's ridiculous. It's really, really cool. I'm super excited about the blessings. They are game changers. Some of these are going to literally have like stacking synergies where if I, for example, do a crit, it triggers an attack, which can crit, which triggers an attack, which can crit, and it just goes infinite. Well, not statistically not likely to go infinite, but you get the idea. Like, it's going to be absolutely insane. Let's get myself a bronze ore box. I don't think that's a bad idea. Pick that sucker up. We're up to 10 smithing, so I don't need to do bronze anymore. I could finish like smithing this out to sell, but like since I have pickpocketing, I don't see the point. I think I'd rather just drop the rest of these bronze bars and just go ahead and skip over to some iron here pretty soon. So we'll do that. I don't mind selling a couple of things. We could sell off this bronze dagger. I'm never going to use that again. Stuff like that. Where's like... I don't need to pickpocket a man. Where's like a general store? It's in here, right? Yeah, in here. That's where I want to go. That's pretty insane. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. I am telling you, between the overpoweredness of the relics and the overpoweredness of these blessings, it will be insanely good. So insanely good. I am going to be able to... I really have. If the theory crafting is correct, and if all the stars align and I stack my buffs correctly, legitimately, I should be able to use like a magic ability like Asphyxiate and do 2 to 3 million damage. That is so many bosses' entire health pool multiple times over from one ability. That's how insane this is going to be. Absolutely nuts. But I am all for it. It's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely great. Oh, let's go back down here real quick and see if I can just buy a bucket from the store. I just realized I should do that. We need to milk a cow! Also, I need to talk to Hans. I don't remember where Hans is. We'll find him later. He's not a big deal. Trade down here, find ourselves a quick bucket. Do you have one? You do! Thank you. We probably have to, like, make a cake and do other random things like that, too, but it's fine. We're up to 50 agility. Frick me, dude. Agility is nothing. This means nothing to me. It completely negates the dang skill. Oh, this is great. All right, let's go ahead and milk that cow. Milk that cow. Grab it by the teat. Squeeze that milk right on out of it. It's gross. It's weird. I probably shouldn't talk about it, but it's whatever. Milk prized dairy cow. I should have gotten milk from the prized one instead. That probably would have been better. Whatever. Is killing a cow a thing? Probably not. No, we got some strength XP. All right, let's see if we can do the blood pact. I still want to go down to the thing down here. Oh, we need to get our bones from Father, what's his name, Auric or whatever it is. I want to get myself that XP as well. So the goal of these leagues, the way I see it, is to try and rush as many relics as possible as quickly as possible. Because remember, you increase your XP multiplier for each one we get. We're at 5 times XP right now. I think we go up to 8 if I get to relic number 2. So, like, we really, 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 really do want to get the highest XP rate possible. What do I need here, by the way? Complete 12 tasks for the next region. 310 points would get me to the next relic. I'm going to go ahead and just... It's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Grab a lot more XP. This gets me up to level 27 prayer, just like that. Easy. So I now have access to superhuman strength. Another golden hawk feather. 28. Never mind. Xenia. Pretty sure you're the person I'm looking for. What do you need help with? Some cultists of Zamorak. I'll help you. This is going to get me basically just like the tutorial for the combat triangle and stuff like that. Cool. Let's get down here. So we'll do this. We should get a pretty decent reward out of the arrangement. Oh, yeah, look at these cultists. Now, the thing is, I'm pretty partial to cults myself. I feel a little bit bad that we're going to have to kill these guys, but, like, it's for the XP. And, you know, I do not, I don't value any cultists enough to justify not taking advantage of the juicy XP bag. We're going to kill them all. We should be able to overpower this guy. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Let's just go ahead and kill him. Oh, wait, he's got range stuff. He's going to shoot Xenia. Oh, I'm too old for this. You'll have to do the rest without me. Yeah, I was already planning on doing all of this without you. You're not that important. All right. As we start building up adrenaline, I'll start casting things like Assault. I do have Revolution of Combat on right now. I just find that, generally speaking, that's going to be easier. Are you going to kill me? I have questions. No, just die. There we go. I don't believe in mercy for these guys. I don't believe in it. All right. We are going to take a charge bow, which we'll be able to use to kill the next person. Though I should probably take off some of the armor. That's going to make my shots a little bit weaker. Go ahead and shoot Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin! So this is where I'm going to get a little bit of range XP out of the arrangement. We're really weak right now, but it's not a big deal. These guys are pathetic. Who even cares, yo? I'm looking, by the way, at some of my stats up in the top left. 500,000 XP per hour. At the very beginning of the game. Yup. Yup. That's how it works. Leagues are nuts, man. I love leagues. Last year, people were a little less sold on it because apparently some of the relic choices felt like obviously best, like overpowered calls. And then also you never really felt like god tier powerful. But this league, they've fixed that. It is 100% overpowered as heck. You are going to kill everything in sight. So I'm looking forward to it. Get Caitlin's staff. Caitlin's staff is weak. We care not. But now we get a little bit of magic. So I can set to an airstrike spell, and we'll go kill the last guy. Hi, Reese. Every time I hear the name Reese, I just think of, like, Malcolm in the Middle. I probably shouldn't, but it's what I think of. Don't worry, Ilona. Why does she have, like, what? Gosh, is she a goth? Look at her face. It's like all white with like black spots around. She's like someone from Kiss. That's what she feels like. I'm not sure if that's exactly what they were going for, but that's what she feels like. Anyway, let's just go ahead and do some basic attacks on this guy. It's trying to teach me that, oh, he can stun you and he can do these things and maybe you need to, like, you know, stay at a distance. Who cares? Who even cares? It's fine. He's dead. There. See? He's dead, Jim. Easy peasy. Alright, so we got a little bit more defense. Meh. Need to deal with Reese. Right. You've beaten me. Time to die. I could let him live just so he knows all of his friends are dead, and then he lives, just for the survivor's guilt. That'd be funny. Whatever. We broke open this coffin thing. Hooray! I get Reese's sword. And his offhand sword. I don't care. Rescue Ilona. She's untied, and we're good to go. Come on. All right, thank the gods we're out. I thought I was going to die down there. I'm ready for my reward. Okay. We get XP for everything. That's 500 in all the categories. We get all this stuff that I don't care about. And we got a combat XP lamp, which I can use. There we go. All right, so that's enough to bring me up to a few different levels. Level 6 magic, level 6 range, level 7 defense. Okay. So I do plan on going magic in this particular run, in this game. So it's very, very important to me that we are able to get our magic level up as quickly as possible. But, pending how things go, maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. Get some abilities. We've got all the travel skills. Now that is nice. All right, and I'm just going to get... I guess I'll hold on to some of... No, I'm not going to hang on to any of this stuff. This stuff's garbage. Delete, delete. I can get better stuff. I'll hold on to the bow and the thing, but, like, I don't care. Can I cut a jade? I can't even cut a jade. Who even cares, man? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, Xenia. No, wait. Where's, like, Isn't there a Slayer Master down here? I thought there was. Can Xenia do that for me? Go now. Maybe not. I thought there was a Slayer person I could use in Lumbridge. I'm looking for the icon on the mini-map, and I'm not seeing it immediately. That would have been good to do, but I guess it's not a big deal. We can hold off on that for a moment. Okay, whatever. Let's go kill another rat in the Lumbridge Swamp, because I do need to cook some rat meat. I should have done that earlier, but I completely forgot about it. That's not a big deal. Listen to the music in this game, too, by the way. It just evokes so many memories for me. So many old memories. Jacqueline is in the Lumbridge Courtyard. Ah, that's where she is. Okay. Well, I will have to go and pay her a little visit. There we go. Oh, cool. We got our ability now. Score. All right, I've got Adaptive Strike now. That's huge. That means I should be able to generate my adrenaline a little bit faster. Cut down a quick swamp tree. We'll light that on fire. As soon as I can. Come on. This is why I need to have tools. I need iron and stuff. It's really important that we get the best tool quality. It increases your success chance by a lot. Come on. Light the logs. Why is it so hard for you? Why do you suck at everything you do? Light the logs! It's actually funny because in the main game, I'm finally just biting the bullet and trying to get to 99 fire making, and it is just a horrible experience. I hate fire making. It's a terrible skill. Whatever. That's done. Good. All right. So, we need to go get some iron next. We killed a frog for reasons. It's fine. Oh, yeah, there we go. Complete a task from Jacqueline, the Lumbridge Slayer Master. Perfect. That is what we need to do. All right, we're going to run down here. Let's go ahead and start trying to make use of abilities and stuff so I can get around faster. Swap these around so I don't lose track of what's what. Iron. We want to get ourselves a pickaxe. We want to get ourselves an axe. I'm getting reduced rates because I have a terrible axe right now. Pickaxe, I should say, but that's fine. We'll get a better one soon. Just need a little bit of iron. Don't even need a lot. Just a little bit of iron. I can't remember. Did they change iron so it's still a 50% chance of being impure and not working? I remember back in the day when I first started playing RuneScape as a kid. Like, hundreds and hundreds of iron ore mining that stuff out. What a pain. What an absolute pain, but it's fine. That's how the game works. It's a little bit better than like those Korean MMOs where you genuinely are spending thousands, not thousands, but hundreds of hours just doing the most boring, horrendous, repetitive tasks. Never been a fan of that. Never been a fan of that at all. All right, how much iron do I think I want? Well, I obviously want to get myself an pickaxe soon, but it's a long run to get back up there, so I'm delaying a little bit. We're up to 16 mining. What do we need for the next level? 20, I assume? 20 is going to be, what, coal? Yeah. We'll be able to start getting some coal and silver. Start making steel and stuff. Like, the thing is, it's so easy to start this game with mining and smithing and getting your melee up. Like, training magic and range, it takes a little bit of effort. But if you can get yourself just a basic melee set, you start getting some combat skills, you just start unlocking new things you can do, and it makes the game a lot easier. So I almost always start with melee, even though I fully intend to swap over soon enough. Fully intend on it. Agility level 64 for these people. Yeah, they've been around for probably since the thing launched an hour ago, and they're a few levels, they're 9 levels ahead of me. But, like, I'm at 55. Thrak, you're probably at, like, what, 65-ish right now, I'm guessing? Thereabouts? Yeah, that'll make sense. A little bit more iron and I'll be happy. One more piece and I'll be happy. That'll do it. All right. Let's go see if we can smelt any of this nonsense. Get the tools, get a better weapon. I don't really care that much about defense. I'm not really that scared about defense, but the more damage I can do by a long shot, the better. Other skills I need to work on. Definitely need to work on some early wood cutting. Wouldn't be bad to work on some early fishing and cooking and stuff, but like I hate the gathering skills, so it's hard to kind of make myself want to do it. 65 agility, Thrak, is what I was guessing, with those boots that you've been wearing this whole time. I'm guessing you got a fair bit. Got ourselves up to 29 prayer. That's been effortless. Like, that's the thing. Look how strong that relic is. That's like 2 skills that I've not even had to spend literally any time training, and they're going up. And if I want to train thieving, it'll be incredibly fast and easy. Incredibly so. All right, time to get ourselves some of the iron. So we get... No, looks like they did change it, so it's not a 50-50 chance, but it does take 2 iron ore to make a bar now. That's what they changed. Well, that sucks, but whatever. I understand it. I understand. All right. Tools, tools, tools. We need the pickaxe, which you can actually upgrade some things. So instead of just smithing out like a tool to like its base value, if you're willing to invest more time and bars into it, you can make it a +1, and with different materials all the way up to a +5, which gives things better stats. I don't think that matters for like mining tools, but it is a thing you technically can do. Yeah, 67 agility for Thrak. See, I told you. It's like 1 extra hour, that's the level difference. That's how it works. Now, of course, in this game, like the experience requirements to get skills is exponential. Well, not exactly exponential, but it takes a lot more to get some things, so that's a thing. Let's go ahead and add this to the tool belt, so I'll have that available. And then I'd like to get an improved hatchet, which I don't think I can use now that I think about it. So maybe I'd rather just go ahead and get myself the iron longsword or a scimitar or something right now. I'll just go ahead and take the weapon. Just for safety. If I had the Endless Harvest relic, this stream would be boring as frick because all I would be doing is just like gathering stuff and then sitting here and doing nothing but like talking to chat. So it's a good thing I didn't do that. Because that would be really a pointless thing to do. Just absolutely pointless. I'm glad to have this extra weapon, though. Not sure I can actually wield it now that I think about it. I'm not even at level 10 attack. Can I? Nope, can't wield it yet. Well, it's a good thing I haven't gotten rid of anything. There we go. We reached level 30 prayer. That was easy. So that gets me access to superhuman strength, improved reflexes. We can do more quests if we wanted to. Yeah. Pretty great. We could go to Havenheim and actually take a look at the new zones that I haven't seen. That could be fun. But we'll see. Let's get a task from Jacqueline so I can start practicing a little bit of Slayer. Need an assignment. Kill 20 zombies. Okay. I'm pretty sure there are some down in the crypt, so that shouldn't be a problem. I really don't care much about the collection log. I'll probably toss that into the bank. Doesn't matter to me. Catacombs. So, the stairs are open. Looking for les zombies. They'll be here somewhere. The one thing I don't like about the catacombs is having to actually run down. Wait, there's some stairs right here. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! I knew there was a way. I knew there was a way down. That didn't involve running through the quest areas we just did. We'll turn around. It's been a while since I've done this. You saying we are not enough? Oh, you guys are enough. Have I heard of the game Battlestar Galactica Shattered Hope? Yes, it is a great game. I've played it a fair bit. I actually want to make a video on it. I just haven't really had the time, but I do plan on doing that. I'm shocked at how good that game is. It really does actually capture the feeling of a lot of Battlestar Galactica, like in a really cool way. Great game. Highly recommend. Do crawling corpse torsos count as zombies? We'll find out in a second. Let's kill one and just see. Yep, it does count. All right, perfect. Let's just go ahead and kill a bunch of these then. I need to kill 20 of them. That's fine. So now we're training up our combat skills, and we're training up the Slayer skill. And Slayer is super useful, not only for tasks, but you can get some really cool enemies to defeat with very good loot. I like that a lot. Notice how much faster we're killing now that I can start using special abilities, by the way. Hi, guys. Wishing you all a good one, but this game is nothing for me. Understood. It's not for everyone. I like it a lot. I think it's a cool game, but yeah, I understand. This is a very, very specific classic game, and you either love it or you couldn't care less. It's one of the two, and there's kind of no room for in between. But it's fine. Perfectly fine. You also can just stick around because, hey, we can chat. I don't mind. Hey, okay with me. 13 strength now. We're currently training all of our combat skills kind of equally right now, somewhat equally. Probably could swap over to just focusing on like defense and constitution and stuff, but I don't mind doing it equal for now. I'm gonna be happy to have some options. I do need to get 270 more points though. I really want to get the next relic going. Really do. Need to finish a task set, beginner. Ugh. I don't know if I feel like doing that right now. Tasks are a fun thing to do in that they're kind of like little achievements, but they're very similar to the tasks we're doing for the relics already. So I'd rather just focus to a few things. We do need to go to Xenaris, which I can do. I have the Draymond Staff. I have an ultimate ability. That's nice. Just go ahead and say that that's a top priority if I can ever use it, but I probably will never have enough adrenaline for it. Not yet, anyway. So that's taken care of. We're going to finish up this Slayer task. That'll be worth a few more points. Drink from the Tears of Guthix. I don't have a light source, so I'm not sure I can do that, nor do I want to yet. You can only do that a few times. Sheep Shearer, pickpocket a Ham member. If you don't know who Ham is, that's Humans Against Monsters. Which is intended to sound incredibly xenophobic, but like, have you seen the monsters in this game? I don't know. There's a degree where Humans Against Monsters is kind of our way of life. I don't know why we're judging that so harshly. Because we're supposed to be friends with certain kinds of goblins, I guess. Sure, some goblins, and then some goblins we kill on sight. Where's the line? That's my question. Whatever, it's fine. It'll be faster just do a home teleport here. Let's just go ahead and do that. So we do have a few things unlocked. Draenor, Varric, Lumbridge, Edgeville, and Haven Height are already done. That's good. Can I not teleport? Hello? There we go. I'm not sure why it took a second, but it did. We're good to go. Oh, cool. Look at this. We get a special teleport animation just for this league. Usually you get a few cosmetic upgrades from finishing a league. This is the thing that a lot of people struggle with is you don't really get to keep any progress. Like, you get a really fun experience of going fast in this game, but like, you don't get to transfer any of the stuff you've earned to your main account later. So the result is people get kind of peeved because it's like, why am I wasting 6 weeks of my life on something where I don't get to keep the benefits? You do get some cosmetic unlocks. For me, this is like, it's kind of like the V Rising server that I started up for the Discord. Sometimes you just play a thing knowing it's going to be a sprint, it's going to be a fun activity for a little while, and then you just kind of let that be that. And then you move on to something else in life, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with doing that. At least such is my opinion, but not everyone shares it. I still think it's incredibly fun. Let's go ahead and use our Drayman Staff, walk through here. This is going to teleport me to the realm of the fairies. Like so. So that should be a task done for me as well. Cool. That's worth 30 points, so that's not bad. All right. Now where do I want to go? What do I want to do next? Good question. I probably want to toss some stuff in the bank because I've actually got a lot of junk filling up right now. We could also get myself a little bit more iron. Now that we have an iron pickaxe, it should go a lot faster. So I guess I can do that real quick. What are my hotkeys? V for dash and B for the roll. That's right. I don't even remember how that works. There we go. That's a lot better. They changed it so that the travel skills, once you get to a certain point, you'll be able to do your travel skills like roll and surge and stuff every 4 seconds. Like, you're going to be able to zip around on the map. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Reach level 60 in a skill. Hooray! 60 agility for doing nothing, man. These relics, they're too much. They're too much. It took me 2 minutes to light a single set of logs. See, yeah, fire making sucks, dude. I hate fire making. I really do. It's fine, but I hate it. Why am I not wielding my kite shield? I just realized I should definitely be doing that. So we want just a couple more iron, which is definitely going a lot faster now, that is for sure. We're up to 20 mining, so now I can do coal if I want to, which is good. Prerequisite to getting things like steel. Can also toss a lot of stuff into my ore box now that I think about it. If we wanted to sit here and just mine for a long time. I don't. I just want the bare minimum in order to progress. Nothing else really matters. But I do need some more smithing, so we have to get some iron regardless. 10 logs got to level 19, so you don't have to struggle for long. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, okay, so it's a struggle. Who cares? You'll be fine. I want to do that. All right. Now up to 31 prayer. What do I want to do here? We can go up to Varric and we can kill a couple of things. We can mine some clay, but my inventory is full. I need to just drop some garbage at the bank. I don't want to get rid of things like the bucket of milk because I feel like at some point I'm actually going to need it. That's the sad thing. And like emeralds and stuff, like that's worth XP, you know? I don't want to throw things away yet until I know for sure what I'm going to want. At the same time, we need some dang space, so we'll just toss into a bank for now. All right, the Iron Longsword is a pretty big upgrade as far as my combat, at least to start, so we can definitely start getting through things a little faster now. Let's go ahead and toss in more of these iron bars. I'll get myself a hatchet. I'll get myself level 10 woodcutting just so I can be done with that. Then we can get rid of our excess tools. Okay. Heat. Hatchet. Where are you? There you are. And we probably should get myself an iron mattock as well. I do need to do the archaeology tutorial. That's fairly easy to do. That'll be worth a few points. There are some relics that are going to make archaeology a trivial skill and very, very powerful. That can be fun for some people, not so much for others, but for me it's fun. Anything else? Yeah, let's just go ahead and get that mattock going. Wouldn't mind having a light source just so I can go down to the caves. I'll bet you there's some pretty cool tasks we could do down there too, but meh. For now it's fine. I really want to get myself up to 20 smithing if I can. 20 smithings where I can start doing the steel. And steel would be a pretty sizable upgrade for me as well, if we can, but we'll get there. Just take some time. I'm listening to the music, sorry. Just getting lost in just nostalgia. That's also how I felt when I started doing some, I started doing that Lego set that my wife got me. Which again, I'll show you guys later, but like, there was something primal that unlocked in me when I did that. Not like primal like barbarian yar, but like primal like something deep rooted, like a really core memory. Like just something mentally locked in for me in that moment, big time. I'm like, I'm back in the zone. I haven't touched some of this stuff since I was like 13 years old. But good God, I love it. Anyway. All right, I need to find some trees that people aren't messing with. I'm probably going to screw up somebody's endless harvest over here, but you know what? It is what it is. I just want to get to level 10 real quick so I can swap some tools out. Then I can get rid of the stuff. Then I don't have to think about it. We can chop down oak. That's also worth some tasks. Where the heck is Hans? Where's the wiki? I don't remember who the heck Hans is. Like, why would I care? Hans! You're like in the... Yeah, you're in the courtyard. That's who you are. Capes of Distinction. Oh, that guy. Oh, his name is Hans. I don't know. I haven't been in Lumbridge in forever. All right, once you get to a certain level, you spend all your time around, like, Prifddinas or Menaphos or something like that. And, like, who cares? But, like, yeah, no, okay, fair enough. We'll talk to him. Currently discussing the better odds between Wildy and Desert for the first region pick. That's a hard choice, ain't it? Mm-hmm. That is a hard choice. I'm kind of inclined to say Desert might be a better starting pick, but there's something to be said about going Wildy first. You could do the Daemonheim skill, you could start doing the Abyss for rune crafting, you could fight the Flesh... What's his name? Flesh Harvester, Flesh Eater, Flesh Maker. That's a really good mini-boss. He's worth some tasks. He's a blessing. Good combat XP. Really good combat XP. So, like, that could work. I don't know. Something to think about. I don't know. I really don't know what's the best here. I just know you should not go for Anachronia first. That's all I can say. Just don't do that, and I'm pretty confident you'll be fine. All right, Hans. Where you be? There's Hans. I have to talk about how old I am. I'm pretty sure that's for anniversary tasks, right? Nostalgia Tour. 25 years now. Yeah, this guy's been around for 25 years. I've been playing this game for 24. I really been around for, like, since RuneScape launched, basically. It's crazy. Tasks. Talk to Hans. What? Okay. Show Hans all these things. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Frick that. What else? How old am I? Have you been here as long as me? There we go. You've spent 10 days, 4 hours, 36 minutes in the world since you arrived 4,731 days ago. And that's on this account, not my original account. This is the account that I had a long time ago. Sure, I'll buy the 10-year cape. Why not? That feels pretty cool. Can I attach these, actually? Hang on. Sometimes you can. No. All right, we'll just wear this. It's fine. I don't care about the hood. Boom. Cool, I got my 10-year cape just to show this account has existed for 10 years. My original account was named Cryonic. I remember that. Long time ago. It was named that because I meant to name it... sorry, no, it was Chironic. Cryonic is what I meant to name it after, because it was a new concept I'd heard of for the first time when I was, like, 12 years old. And then, yeah, I misspelled it, and it became Chironic. So I just ran with that from there on out. Which is stupid, but that's what I did. All right, I'm getting rid of this task. I don't care about this stupid thing. That doesn't matter. And then we can sell... I'm just going to drop... I mean, I've got 70,000 coins. Who cares? What else can I steal? Need 27 for that. We can steal from some stalls. Yep. And literally it never depletes. So as fast as I can click, I can steal. Oh my god. This is stupid. All right, we have a new region available. I've completed enough tasks to do that. Let's go ahead and take a look. Regions. This is the map of Gielinor. So with this... Havenheim and Mistflin are my free regions. Now we get Karamja for free. So I can click on this. Don't think I have a choice on this one, I assume. Hang on, I should just double check that they're not going to be dumb and let me choose something. No, it's locked. Okay. I assume that's how it's supposed to work. Let's just double check. So Karamja gets unlocked, so that's the whole island is now going to be available to me. So that's permanent. Can't change that. Dragon Mithril Key? What the frick did I just find? I have no idea. Oh, okay, these are for getting the region done. Takelzo. Well, nice, I got my ring. That's sick. I like it, I'll take it, that's great. Why not? I'm trying to remember, is there another task to steal something else here, like from a cake stall, bakery stall? We'll find out in a second. Just want to get a few more. There we go, level 20. Silk stall. Crafting stall, wine stall, bakery stall. Yep, I can definitely get some noted food this way. This is a huge upgrade in terms of food. But still kind of slow when it comes to XP. I'll worry about later. I'll worry about that later. It's fine. Let's swap out a few things though. I'll get rid of like some shrimp and stuff, and I'll keep the cakes. Just a few cakes, just for the heck of it. All right, level 33 prayer done. Where do I want to go next? Let's go up north toward Varric. Combat level 50, total level 500, mine any ore 200 times, mine some clay, make some soft clay. Do need to do things like that. Bucket would be good. I should be able to chop down an oak. That's worth 10. Should have caught myself a couple more shrimp. As a rule, if you, like, have... There's probably a task to get, like, 10 of a thing. I don't know if I have a task to get 10 oak or not, but, like, that could be a thing. Just see a task to get 200 things chopped in general. Okay, never mind. I don't really care. Probably do want to get myself a wood box at some point, too. We need to bury some bones. These are all, like, super easy tasks to start off. Eventually, you have to start actually thinking about it. What are you going to do? Right? That it actually will eventually take some thought and some planning. But for the moment, let's just do this. Killing a chicken was a task, apparently. Bones done. Good. Let's go ahead and light the oak logs, I suppose. No, I need level 15 fire making for that. Hold on. We're one level away from it. Just need, like, a log or two. The iron hatchet, you'd like to think this goes a lot faster, but what's these? It auto-steals from stalls. Does it? So, literally, I don't have to just keep rapid clicking? Well, that's awesome. So, it literally is just an AFK thieving now. Oh, that's great. By the way, hey, Ham. Hope you are having a good start off to the league. There we go. Now I got that stuff. Just go ahead and toss this in here. I don't even really care. I could start doing some fletching, I suppose, but, like, meh. We'll just do this for now. Come on, light it off. Light it up, I'm on fire. There we go. All right. Quests up over here. Not worried about it. We'll come back to that later. Let's see. What do we got up over here? So we're heading up toward Draenor. Probably could do some cool stuff in Draenor. I'm gonna get myself some clay since I'm right here. Might as well. There we go. I know there was a task to, like, kill a dark wizard and stuff, so we can do that real quick. That will not take very long. I'm 70 points away from getting relic number 2. Like, it's really important I get that before I invest too much further in anything else. Really want to get that. Why are there a whole load of goblin raiders over here? I don't know. Why do they have 70... They're level 56. That's probably always been a thing, and I've just never bothered with it, if I'm honest. Probably. Okay, we'll kill this dark wizard. How do we know he's dark? I don't know. He's wearing black robes. That's good enough. Right? Let's talk to May and see if she gives me anything. Sometimes she does. This is the latest endeavor for the whole quest thing. Blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about rewards. No, I just want to... Can I claim anything? Don't have anything to claim. Okay. It was worth a shot real quick. It's fine. Oh, I need to do, hang on. Let's get the bones. Because I need to fade a stray dog up over here too, don't I? I sure do. They want me to get the iron over here too? Gosh. Yep, there's so much running around. There's so much running around as you do stuff out here. Iron. There. 1 iron is technically all I need, and I'll finish that quest. There we go. Boom. Done. See? Easy. Yeesh. All right. 50 points away. We're going to get this, man. We're going to get this. There's no good reason I think that I shouldn't be able to get up to relic level 3 by the end of the day. I'd love to go even higher, but we'll see. Definitely want to get those blessings online so I can start doing some PVM, because that's insanely good. But I got to figure out what all those blessing tasks are, and I haven't really bothered with that yet. Stray dog. There's one. Come here. We're going to give you some bones. Yay! I'm a good person. Okay. Steal from the Varric tea stall. I do not remember what we need for that. But we can go try. Tea. Where's tea? Frick me, where is tea? I don't remember. So if I don't remember, I'm not going to waste any time on it. We'll come back to it. It's not a big deal. That's iffy. I thought that was Elsie. It's not. I don't feel like being in Varric, to be honest. We'll just leave. Could do the archaeology tutorial and just get that done. We know that's a thing I have to do. Or I could go to Draenor, or we could go to Havenheim, and there's probably stuff I need to do there too. Let's just head toward the Archaeology Tutorial Guild. I know I need to do that anyway. It's already a thing. And then if we just get that out of the way, we can knock out 1 or 2 tasks. And if I get an uncut jade, that's even better. No problem. In Havenheim, we can train a bunch of skills that I'm not accessing easily right now. So like Hunter and stuff like that would be a thing we could do. That'd be useful. There's the Relic. Mysterious Monolith. Eventually, I will be able to make this an incredibly powerful tool for me, but we're not there yet. That's like a tier 5 relic. So that's a ways away still. Long ways away. We're going to talk to the Acting Guild Master. Yes, I'll sign up. I want to be an archaeologist. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of power, lots of fame, lots of history. Indiana Jones, cool stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Got a bronze matic. Add it to tool belt. And now we get to go do some uncovering over here. Hello, Colonus. Hope you're doing well. All right, let's go ahead and start looking for a quick artifact. I found some soil. Hooray, soil doesn't matter. So excited, so naive. Discovery progress. Ah, material. Yeah, archaeology is a skill that can be really fun in a way, but it also can really suck. Like, you have to gather so many stupid materials to restore various different artifacts. I find that first off, it takes forever to get an artifact. Secondly, like, you need so many materials that you often find you just have to go randomly grind for materials just to keep up with your artifacts. Like, it feels like a skill that's still slightly disjointed to me. Never been a fan. But it has incredible power to it. So you really should do it. You really should. Already up to level 6 archaeology too. It's going fast, at least. I mean, I haven't even gotten anything yet, and I'm already at that. That's pretty cool. All right, that's enough to have gotten my artifact. Let me just go ahead and quickly sift through. Oh, I have to talk to her first for screening. Yes, I get it. Thank you. Inspect. Look at all this stuff I need. Imperial iron, purple heart wood. Hey, look, just like that. Once again, I don't have enough materials. It's just so annoying. Whatever. Cool, we finished these things. She gives me more soil. Now I can screen. This will get me the materials I need. Then we can restore it. It'll get easy. Yeah, thank goodness we can skip it with Antiquarian. Seriously, it's almost like there's no point in doing archaeology at some point. Like, unless you're actually going to do Ancient Invention because you take Kandarin as a region, which I don't plan to do, then as long as you get all the relic powers, what's the point exactly? And the answer is, I don't know that there is one. So, yeah, talk about a way of solving the skill. Just make it irrelevant and skip it. Funny way to do things, Jagex. Funny indeed. All right. So we can drop materials off over here if I wanted to. Deposit, blah, blah, blah. We can go over here and we can restore the artifact. That's what I'm going to do. Restore. Using the materials I have in the bank. That's going to be worth a pretty good chunk of XP. 1,250. Yep, that'll work. Now we go show it off. And that'll complete the tutorial, I believe. Or maybe I have to get Chronotes too. Whatever, we'll just do it. Yo, been watching you since 2020. Well, thank you. I've been here for a long, long time. Arguably too long. I think there's a lot of people who are ready for me to retire, but I'm having fun. I don't know what to tell you. It's fun. I like doing YouTube. It's a fun hobby. And I'm glad to have a cool audience, so thank you for being a part of it. All right, let's go ahead and drop off this sword. Dunskies, I get 1,000 Chronotes, and I get a relic. Hooray! Pretty sure I can toss that into the monolith, right? Yeah, I have to go talk. Yeah, sure. Make me just keep running around and talking to people. I guess I'm getting my steps in for the day. That's for frickin' sure. Jeez. Whatever. Surge and roll when possible. Cool. All right, now let's go put it on the monolith, and that should be about it. A lot of work for 10 dang points, considering other things take like 5 seconds. All right, there we go. Do more EU4 and Hearts of Iron 4. I do plan on doing some more Hearts of Iron 4 soon. And I'll probably do some more EU4 in the next, like, 2 or 3 weeks. There's a few things I want to get through, but I do plan on doing another series of that pretty soon. Brother, I've been playing RS for 21 years. Again, I got you beat, man. 24 over here. It helps I'm a smidge older than you, but still. All right. There we go. We get access to a new thing. I can harness the power of the Font of Life. This increases my max HP by a little bit, which is nice. Are we done yet, please? Can I be done yet? No? Gosh, you freaking suck. Yeah, no, we'll be doing more Paradox stuff. The big thing I have to worry about is, 1, this, just for fun. But 2, I got a lot of other fun little games I want to try out. Since summer is now coming to an end, I can get back to normal content. And also I have Gamescom at the end of the month. That's going to throw a few things off. So getting some good consistent series is currently a bit of a trick for me, but I will be getting more out there pretty soon. Hearts of Iron, I think, always does better as a standalone video. EU4, I still feel like doing series, unless it's a pretty quick achievement. Oh my god, yes, I understand. Let me skip all the freaking stuff. This is why we have autocompletes. God! Yes, yes, yes. Archaeological soil box. Claim. Thank you. Are we done? I hate this tutorial. I know how to play games! Now I've got a journal. Yay! Thank you, I'm an intern. Actually not, I'm pretty sure they automatically just make me an associate. Unless I'm mistaken. I cannot go to this region because it is not unlocked. Check qualifications. Do I have to talk to her to get the associate? I don't know. Whatever. We'll come back to that when it's relevant. Right now, it's not. All right, so that's a few points. I'm 30 away. I bet you if we go to Draenor, I can find something that takes me, like, no time at all. So we're just going to go to Draenor next. Going to drop these off real quick. I'll organize my bank at a later time. I just cannot be bothered right now. Cannot be bothered. Series are more fun to watch for both of those games. It depends. There was a time, a long time ago, and by a long time I mean like 5 or 6 years ago, where I could do series on Paradox games and it generally would get a pretty good reception and people would tune in and I could get really good views. Believe it or not, there was a time when I could do a Hearts of Iron 4 series and I would get like 100,000 views on the first... I would get 100,000 views or so on the first video. It was great. Those days are long gone. Unfortunately, the game is basically solved, quote-unquote. So I don't think there are very many people who tune into that looking for a series and like a step play-by-play. They want to see funny meme videos. They want to see achievement guides. They want to see like a really difficult run. Sometimes people like following along, but like, I don't know. It doesn't do as well as it used to. Let's say that. Yes, yes. Can I skip this? No? All right. This is a quick cutscene, an introduction to a skill they added in, a new combat style called Necromancy, which is pretty fun, actually. I like it a lot. But we'll worry about this later. This is definitely something I have to dip my toe into, but I'm not planning on being a necromancer in this particular run. By the way, Necromancy, you'd think, hey, that sounds real cool. It is real cool, but I kind of wanted to be a dark wizard, and in RuneScape, they're like, what if I just asked the souls if I can summon them? And like that actually is legitimate. Like no one's ever thought of that before. You just like invent good person necromancy. And it's like, no! I wanted to suck up the souls of the dead and use them for my purposes. Oh well. Kind of would be nice if this had some sound to it, but whatever, it's fine. Yes, it's very pretty artwork. I get it. Very pretty. Have you gandered at Star Sector? Not yet, man. Not yet. Also, it's not on Steam, is it? I looked for it. After you sent me that message, I looked for it, and it's not on there. Which made me sad, because it's like, now I have to go get your own different client. It's also a fairly old game, but it looks pretty cool. I mean, if you think it's that good, like, that's a good reason for me to believe it is good. But, it's a matter of time, man. And you all know that this is going to be taking up our life for a while. Yes, yes, death, Rasael, the first necromancer, story, 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 story. Story, story, story. Story, 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 story. I will come back to this later. Story, story. Blah, blah, blah. Story, story, story. Talk to you another day. Don't care. Your They Are Billions series are fun to watch. Oh, I loved making They Are Billions. That was tough, though, because when I recorded that on the higher difficulties, it usually took many re-records. I'd get, like, a big chunk of the way through the series, and then I would make a horrible mistake, and I'd have to just start all over. So I usually would have to record the entire thing before releasing the first video, because that took so many attempts sometimes. Like, all it takes is one slip up in that game, and you are done. One slip up, and it's over. Great game, though. Love They Are Billions. It's awesome. Went to watch your RuneScape series while playing Leagues, but saw your streaming. Hey, thank you. I don't exactly recommend people watch the old series because I was definitely a lot younger. YouTube was very different. I was very new at it. I won't say all of it's cringe content, but there's definitely parts of it that are a little cringe. But I had a lot of fun with that series back in the day, and I owe a lot of the channel's success to that. I really should not have started this quest. I really, really should not have. I did not mean to. I thought I was just going to go see death, and walking into death was probably going to be a quick task, but it was not, and then it started the quest, and now we're fricked. Hopefully you do more vids on that game. What, They Are Billions? It's one of those games where, I love it and I would love to keep playing it. I don't know that there's a market for it anymore. I could play it for fun. I have no problem with playing it for fun. But I don't know that it would get many views nowadays. Maybe it would. Maybe as a throwback. Maybe. You got 30 hours in the Star Sector already. Yeah. I mean, if it's that good, I could see it being good. It looked good. All right, we have candles. Let's play some light sources. Really didn't mean to do any of this yet, but here we are. We're gonna do a quick necromantic ritual and discover how to summon ghosty goos. Yay. Or something. Yay. The thing is, with lots of XP, necromancy will level unbelievably fast. Unbelievably so. But it's also like the least powerful of the combat styles right now, which is a shame. All right, so we'll get ourselves some of these commune glyphs. Just a couple of them should do the job. Good. A depleted glyph with some supplies can be repaired. Done. Can I start the ritual now? Sure looks like it. All right, let's go ahead and perform it. Necromancy is a thing where you basically just spend materials, perform rituals, start building up your necromantic power, and stand here for a while, but sometimes there's like special events that happen, so you can just have quick time things to get lots of extra XP, and that's really, really powerful. Then you go kill things, you drain their soul, you put them into the Well of Souls, which is this thing back up over here, which is really cool. Yeah, it's a fun style. It is fun. But I gotta actually like get through this, and it's just like, all right, we finished the ritual. Hooray! Where'd the soul go? It's in my own personal Well of Souls in a vessel. Now I'm gonna have to go talk to this stupid skeleton. Don't even care, dude. This was such an accident. I legitimately did not mean to get stuck in this quest right now. It's probably worth some points, though. And there's definitely stuff to do down here in the city of So I guess I had to do it regardless, but still. Tower defense games you play are fun to watch. The last tower defense game you played was good. I'm trying to remember which one that was. A good tower defense game is awesome, but you gotta, yeah, and it's not for everybody, unfortunately. Cool, now I've got a death guard. Test my newfound power. Kill ghost trolls. Sure, why not? They didn't ask for, they didn't do anything to me, but I'll kill them. There's my fourth combat style. Hooray! I'll just drain your soul. The cool thing about necromancy is it always hits. That's not an issue. So it's it basically doesn't even matter like what armor you wear to like do the damage. You just want to have all the other stuff in order to like empower it further. Oh, good. We got Finger of Death. That's cool. And that's how it's done. Now we have a talent point, which means I can go ahead and unlock this. Hooray. But I need a conduit, which is to summon things. Did you learn anything? Blah, blah, blah. I get my conduit, a skull lantern. Okay. Just skipping through all this as we go. Earth versus the sun. Oh, right. That's not tower defense. But my fire is bigger than yours. That's incremental. But yes, that was a funny game. Again, another one that didn't do especially well on YouTube. I thought with that thumbnail and the title, it was going to do a lot better than it did. It was kind of surprising. But yeah, I mean, as far as like a funny little incremental game goes, that one was pretty funny. I thought it was good. And the combos we get is we literally create a fireball bigger than the size of the planet. Like, that's awesome. Maybe you really can become bigger than the sun and then eventually trigger a singularity and black hole and destroy the galaxy. Like, that'd be a fun ending to the game. Who knows? Anyways, the quest done yet? I think it is. We done? Yay! I'm level 10 in necromancy. 13 in necromancy. I didn't do anything, but we got it. Yay! Whatever, it's fine. Oh, sir, we have an orc problem. Yeah. There we go. That's what you're thinking of. That was also fun. A little wacky and zany, but it was fun. Which, actually, that game just fully released, too, by the way. So I could go back to it, but depends on if that's what people really want to see. It's one of those things where, like, just because the first video did well does not mean that future ones will do well, but sometimes you're willing to give it a shot. All right, we finished the quest Necromancy. That was the worst 10 points I've ever had to make. We'll come back to that later. I am definitely not wasting my time making gear right now. Abso-frickin-lutely not. Screw that nonsense. No way. What do you think about playing CK3? I've done it a few times. My problem with CK3 is that I find it to be a very repetitive game. Because I tend to play it the same way every time. I go for whatever religion or playstyle gives me lots of claims, and then I just go create an empire within one lifetime. And then once I've done that, then I have to deal with inheritance, and if it's stable, it's like, well, then what's the point anymore? I created my empire, who cares? World Conquest isn't an attractive option to me. It's just, I don't know. I find it can be fun. Like, the roleplay can be really fun, but I also just sometimes find it to be a really dull game. So, I don't know. There is, however, I need to try this. I'm planning on doing a video for it. There is a mod that was for CK2 that they've then reworked for CK3, where you can do After the End, a post-apocalyptic version of the game. And that I liked a lot from CK2. So I will probably want to do that at some point as well. All right, we finished our task. We have our thing. I'm going to do real quick just some energy because I think that's also separately a task. There we go. It was good. Then we can configure. And then we can just spend all of our energy to do this. Unless I need to do something with the energy. Do I? Broken Memento. Boon. Yeah, I need 100. Okay. No, I don't need to do this. Do I? It's fine. I'll just go ahead and just farm out some XP. This is the divination skill. I'm not worried about this right now, but it's another achievement out of the way. Actually, before I do anything, let's just go to the relic. All right, fun part of the game. Second relic. Let's talk about these. We got 3 to choose from. Animal Wrangler. When capturing, hunting creatures, and fishing, there's a chance of getting random things sent to your bank. That's incredibly powerful if you're going to be doing farming. When catching fish and farming and stuff like that, chance of getting clean herbs. Hunter chance increased, 5 times loot. Hunter marks increased, 10 times the charms. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff here. Farm animals always have 100% stat. If you're going to be going for the player-owned farm, this is amazing. If you're going to be doing a lot of big game hunter, this is amazing. Superheated. Logs are added to bonfires very quickly. Incense sticks, fire spirits, super fast and powerful smelting. So if you want to go melee, this is incredibly good. But I'm going to be going for Divine Druid. Divine Druid is my choice here. So we're going to get a couple things. We're going to get a summoning pouch that stores herbs and charms, acts as an infinite spirit shard and summoning pouch, as well as other various different benefits. Grimy herbs and charms are found frequently while mining, woodcutting, fishing, siphoning, and excavating archaeology. So this is now going to do me a lot when it comes to my herb lore skill. Grimy herbs, cleaned it once, 75% chance of saving secondary ingredients, or maybe even herbs too, I don't know. All charms are multiplied by 5 times. Summoning familiars now boost up some stats. 50% chance of getting extra pouches. 10 of a respective scroll every time I make a pouch, so I can cast their abilities. Always gather enriched memories of divination. 10 times the rate for memory strands. Yeah, crazy stuff along here. Also, we get some additional potion recipes, all of them, which is huge. Crafting items with divine energies requires half as many. This is great. We're going to be taking Divine Druid. Some people like Animal Wrangler, but I think this is going to solve a lot of problems. It solves divination for me. It does a lot for my herb lore. It does a lot for my summoning. It's very, very good. I like it. I'm sticking with it. And now we get a bunch of other benefits, including a increased XP rate, which for obvious reasons is going to be amazing for us. Friendly reminder that RuneSpan is decent early crafting RuneScape for no input cost. Yep. Plan on doing that. Old World Blues. Yes, that is something I plan on doing pretty soon again, actually. So at tier 2, what are the other passive effects? So now I get more Thaler. Rare items are encountered twice as often. Slayer and Reaper points are 5 times increased. All reputation gains 400%. Archaeology lore drops 30% more common on top of everything else we've got right now. Which is great. Love that. So, okay. Let's go ahead and finish off this real quick just so I don't have to think about it. Which does get me a little bit more divination. Should be able to get to level 5, right? No? Really? Oh, okay. Well, with the enriched memories, it should be really, really easy for us to get divination up. Like, that's a flat XP boost on literally everything. Like, it's pretty solid. All right, so now I'm hunting for tier 3 relics and or additional blessings. That's what I need next. Could go to RuneSpan and get some rune crafting XP going. Probably wouldn't even be a bad use of time, probably, but I am not a fan of the RuneSpan. It's good though, but I don't love it. Just takes a long time. Rune crafting's rough. There is a relic later on that makes rune crafting incredibly fast, so it's a good way of getting through that skill quickly. But realistically, as we get blessings, I'm going to spend less runes. I'm going to like save like 75% of my ammunition, 90% of my ammunition. So it's like, do I really need very many runes? Which almost makes rune crafting a halfway useless skill. Except if you get to level 100, you get advanced time, which is really good. So, Gotta decide what's really worth it for you. Gotta decide what's really worth it. Trying to get that divination up a little bit. What do we need for, Flickering Wisps is level 10. Where are those? Falador. So I can't even do anything with that. Yeah, that's actually another problem here with divination. So many places to train your divination are region locked, and guess what we can't do? Go to just any region we want. So like divination is gonna be painful to train to start off. Very painful. Not happy about it, but I mean, like, what can you do? All right. We'll put all this aside for the moment. So we can go get a quick 10-point task if I just go down to the Wizard's Tower. That shouldn't take long. Could go into the RuneSpan. If the Rune Sphere is active, I should. I don't remember how to tell when the frickin' RuneSpan is active, dude. I don't remember. Where's the demon? Is that level 2 or level 3? We need to kill that too. At some point. Top floor. Whee! Alright, that's 10 points. Who cares? Done. Move on. We'll do RuneSpan later, but it's not fun content for a stream. Not fun. Okay. Wait, this is not OSRS. So, yes, it's not OSRS. Yes, people do play RuneScape 3. I know it doesn't have anywhere the same player counts. Understood. It is staunching the bleeding. Now that they've gotten rid of a lot of the microtransactions and they're actually trying to like restore the game, it is getting better, for sure. However, today is the start of RuneScape 3's new league, which is why we are playing it right now. So yeah, not OSRS, but something pretty fun is happening right now. We've reached level 70 in a skill. That's 80 more points. Hooray! Thank you. I still haven't touched anything with agility and we're level 70, dude. That's stupid. That's so funny, but it's stupid. Whatever. We need to farm up a couple of shrimp, I think, for a task, so I'm trying to get that real quick. If we can just catch anything. Literally anything, please. There's one. Come on, one more. One more shrimp. One more shrimpy shrimp. Thank you. We could go for sardines. What does it take for anchovies again? That's another easy one. Level 15? Blech. Well, I'm not going to go, like, sea bait fishing and stuff, probably. So, like, I guess I could just sit here for a bit, but fishing is boring. Fishing is boring. No one likes it. It sucks. I'll deal with the rest of this later. Some good thieving spots over here, though. That's pretty great. I guess I'll keep Thera's pouch. I've already found a handful of herbs, apparently. Which is great. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll take it. We need to get a bucket. We need to get another bucket so we can get myself some soft clay, because that was a thing I had to do as well. I also love to keep training down a little bit more wood cutting. Let's do that real quick while I'm here. You just hit level 80 in your agility. Yeah, this is the most impactful, most enjoyable freebie you've ever had. I mean, yeah. Like, agility is trivial now. I don't think I'm ever going to have to do a freaking agility course unless it's for a task, which is great. That's cool. Who likes training agility? No one. No one likes training agility. I do need to get to level 5 in all non-combat stats, or all non-elite skills. Sorry, that's also a task. We do need to go kill some things. Cook some shrimp. Well, I burned a lot, so that's not going to happen right now. Just looking through and seeing what other tasks we think we could do very quickly. Rake a farming patch. I could do that. That's easy. We probably should go over to Havenheim at some point here pretty soon. And just see if I can't get some extra skills in some way. Just something. Okay, level 19 woodcutting. Is it level 20 for Willow? I think it is. Yes. We're almost at a point where I should be able to start making some steel. If I wanted to go for some steel tools, that would not go amiss. Yeah. Yeah, we probably should. I also need to make some wool with Ned. Just lots of tiny little things to do. It's just none of them are really that exciting. All right, there's level 20, so I don't want to chop down any more oak. We can light a couple of oak logs just to get up to level 20 fire making, then do some fletching. That would be a good skill to start training up, for sure. Because I will want to have that. Not that I'm going to be doing a lot of range or anything, but it's nice to have the option to make myself something good. Also, at some point, it ends up being really useful for making, like, some mage equipment, like a wand. That's not a bad thing. So if I craft with you, use knife, I could start making some short bows. Yay. Oh, this is going to take forever still. All right. Tell you what, let's go to Havenheim. Actually, wait. First, let's just drop some crap off in the bank. Then let's go to Havenheim. I want to see what tasks are over there. Havenheim, I've spent almost no time in. That was a zone that was released very recently. They actually have phase 2 of that coming out fairly soon. I have not played around with it. I don't really know what to expect out of it. But it's cool. It's a new, like, tutorial starting zone with a lot of low-level skills. Plus, it's got some introductions to bossing, PVM, stuff like that, which we will definitely want to take advantage of at some point. So why not? There you go. Welcome to Havenheim. I don't think this is in OSRS yet. I'm pretty sure, if they're even going to. OSRS players are, like, pretty hesitant to add new types of content into the game. It takes a lot of work to get them to buy off on things, I find. But it's fine. Seaweed. Is there a thing to do with seaweed? Doesn't look like it. Climb to the top of the... Pickpocket a ranger. Cut creeping ivy. Construct birdhouses. Yeah. Does anyone here sell flowers so I can deliver a marigold? I don't want to deliver a marigold. That's a pain. I just don't know much about Havenheim. There's not a lot of players over here. I feel like there's probably really cool stuff to do over here, though. I'll bet you this is a really good zone to do some training in, especially for things like summoning. I'm just not good at it yet. I don't know yet. Let's come up to the top of the lighthouse. We can just do that real quick. Use the outhouse on the cliffs north of Wendelwick. Okay. There's the ladder. Climb up here. Is this the top? Yep, that was it. Thank you. Where's the outhouse? I want to know what the outhouse is. Do I take a poop over the cliffs? Is that what I do? That's gross. That's disgusting. I want to do it. I want to do it. Use the outhouse. Where is it? That was the worst roll I've ever done in my life. It's fine. Gotta say, it's a pretty zone. It won't be so pretty when the, Oh, hello. Spy on a bush. I found a penguin. It won't be so, nice once the vampires invade, but, I mean, until then. Alright, it said north of Wendellwick. It said an outhouse north of Wendellwick. It's gotta be up here somewhere, right? Is there an outhouse? I don't see one. Up here? That might be an outhouse. I don't know. This actually kind of reminds me of a zone, This reminds me of a zone in, World of Warcraft. Unless I'm crazy. Kind of looks like something in Northrend. The Howling Fjords and stuff. I liked that zone. That was a good zone. Need 35 wood cutting for that one. Boo. Caleb's journal. Who the heck are you? Wait, there's the outhouse. Found it! Found the outhouse. All right, this is the important thing. What a precarious place. What a precarious place. I think this is a terrible, terrible plan. I got a page of something. I don't care about that. Yeah, I don't know where any of this stuff is. I think I'd rather just go back to places I'm familiar with. We can go to Edgeville and see if there's anything cool to do there real quick. Let's just see. Yeah, Haven Heights is gorgeous. I think it looks nice. I like the look of it. For a brand new zone added into the game, this is pretty cool. Alright, so here... Kill a mugger. Okay, don't need to tell me twice. Let's kill him. Thank you. Another basic ability added into the pile. Cool. Oh, Stronghold of Safety. That's stupid. I hate Stronghold of Safety. I wish they'd take this out of the game. I'm old-fashioned, all right? If you are the type of person who gives away your password to random people online, maybe you deserve to have your account hacked. All right? I hate it. It's fine. Let's get down there. It's worth 30 points. I think it's worth, like, some combat XP and stuff as well. So, like, we can just do it. I think all we do, literally, skip all of it, just go to the portal. No, I have to get through it. Dang it. All right, it was worth a shot. Oh, cross through these doors in order to escape. Oh, wait, they don't ask the questions. Oh, good. I feel like they used to have it where you actually had to, like, answer security questions, like, when should you answer a JGEX mod? Answer, never. If someone calls themselves a JGEX mod and they don't have the symbol by their head, they're lying to you. That kind of thing. This is not a bad spot to do some, like, XP training, I suppose. Like, there's some pretty decent mobs down here with some pretty good XP rates, but I can't be bothered. Cannot be bothered. I should be collecting bones, by the way. We do actually need to bury 10 bones. Like, it's so easy to get bones. Bones are like nothing. Who cares? I'll kill this goblin. Sure, why not? It'll take his bones. I played after the end for CK3. Yeah, it is good. It's a good mod. Very good. Missed the question earlier, by the way, of Flirt asking if anyone even plays EU5. Yes, there are dozens. There are dozens of people who play EU5. I am not one of them. I personally do not like the game. I think they lost sight of the forest for the trees on a lot of things. They got overly ambitious. And the result is it's a gameplay loop that I find very unenjoyable in contrast with EU5. So personally, I'm kind of the, I will play EU5 maybe in a couple years when they actually make the game feel better. Until then, I really do not care. And I know that Paradox doesn't like it when I say that, but they understand. They think it's fair. So we go with it. Every time I go to see Paradox, every time I meet with one of their guys, they're like, so EU5, is it any better yet? And I'm like, nope. They're like, come on, you gotta play it eventually. And it's like, nope. I played it when you guys launched. And that was enough for me to decide that I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, we're getting a pretty decent amount of XP out of all this. This is pretty good. Dozens is so generous. I don't even remember. I looked at the player count recently. It was like a few thousand concurrent players for EU4, but like it was worse than for EU5. There's a few thousand concurrent players for EU5, but it was worse than EU4 if I recall. So like, it's losing to the older game. It's beating Civ 7 though. So I mean, like, there's that. It's a low bar, but I mean, like, Civ 7. There's another game that I would have loved to like. I'm so sad that it's not better. It could have been promising, but they didn't listen to me when I said you guys need to change some of these things before you launch, and they just didn't do it. All right, congratulations, we got this thing. Yay! I don't care. All right, where's the way down? It is there. Got to go all the way down to level 4. Yes, I know it may be dangerous with mobs who don't attack you. Wow, so dangerous. I'm living on the edge, guys. Just get rid of this. Talk about decluttering the world. Just get rid of this. Not that Jagex listens to me anymore. There was a time, long time ago, when I was doing the RS3 questing series and stuff like that. My name popped up on the RuneScape Reddit. And one of the mods, I'm trying to remember which one it was, responded and was like, yeah, I actually really enjoy watching Pravus's videos. And this was when I had like 500 subscribers. I was nobody back then. It was such an exciting moment to be acknowledged. What a validation that was, you know? It was so cool. But no one remembers who I am anymore. It's been too long. It's been too long. Oh well. We're here for the League. I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying the nostalgia of it. Don't even worry. Search the grain of plenty. It's not even the sack of plenty. It's the grain of plenty. Thank you. Woo! It doesn't even ask you questions. Like, what's the point of the security dungeon if it doesn't even do the security? You might as well just eliminate this from the game. I'm serious. I'm whining a little bit, but I'm serious. Ugh. There's some giant spiders down here, though. Could try killing some of those. If I wanted to. If I was feeling a little crazy. And they're level 29. I'm level 25. Close enough. Why am I not getting any defense XP, by the way? I can't remember. I have to look it up. You can change your settings. You can change your combat settings so you get specific types of XP. I'll get it. For now, I'm happy just to get myself up to like mithril weapons so I can train melee really fast, which I can use to just start training defense really fast. But nostalgia. Dude, screw nostalgia. Let the past die. Kill it if you have to. Sometimes there are things that just aren't worth remembering, and the stronghold of security is one of them, okay? It doesn't need to be a thing. This can go away forever. Keep the old music and stuff around Lumbridge, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that's fine, but frickin' get rid of this. But training areas. Dude, there's so many places to train in this game. Why would I come down here? There's like these Ankus right here are literally, I think, the only worthwhile mob in the entire place. They have some value. They drop something useful, I think. That's it. That's it. Just move them somewhere else. Make this a cave into an Anku scary area underneath the barbarians. I don't know. There's a solution to every problem. Most of the time. Most of the time. No, don't kill the Anku. It'll kill me, for God's sake. If they were aggressive, this would feel scarier, but they're not. All right, we should be able to get through this. Done. Search Cradle of Life. Boom. A choice. Do I like boots? Well, I'm already wearing really good boots. It's like none of these matter, but like, yeah, cool, thank you. Why is this not completed? No, why are you not completed? Have I not completed the Hello? Oh, for God's sake. Oh my God. Do I have to get out? Do I just have to leave? Nope. For God's sake, why did it not complete this stupid stronghold? I remember this being a thing last league, too. It's bugged! Oh, frick me! You guys could have told me. I wouldn't have wasted my time down here. Gosh dang it! Fine. Whatever. I don't even care that much. Frick me. Well, Jagex, you better autocomplete that for me later is all I can say. I got the boots. I got the trigger. The thing happened. So it better work. Time to play Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, you're right. Player security is not player safety. Wait, there is another one, isn't there? There's one with all the bugs. Oh, frick me, there's another one. They're both stupid. Get rid of them both. I'm an equal opportunity offender on this. Get rid of all of it. This whole area, this whole village, rework it. I demand it. In my opinion's what matters here. Yeah, all right, it's the other one. Was it this one with this crevice with the roaches around it? Where's my... Maybe I should find another way in. It's over... That's a jail entrance. Frick me, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. That was already so annoying. I can't be bothered with this garbage. Frick that. I'm gonna go talk to Oziak and see if I can see his shop. That's worth 30 points too, and that one takes 5 seconds. So it's way better. There, see? I've looked at your shop. Game, why did you just send me back to Lumbridge? I don't think I did nothing. I don't think I did nothing, but I hit trade and it teleported me to Lumbridge. Huh? Okay. Sure. Why not? Yeah, fine. I guess I didn't want to be in Edgeville. Screw Edgeville, am I right? Who wanted to be in Edgeville? That's fine. Who even... No. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna let that be my excuse not to go back and do that right now. I'm just gonna let that be that. Gosh dang it, people. Stop chopping down the willow. I want to chop down the willow. At least it grows fast. Yeah, okay, that's bugged. All right, it may not have been the bug we were going for, but we found a bug. We found a bug. Come on, let me just have one willow log. It's worth 30 points. Just give me one willow log. Give me one. Just one. I know it's an iron axe. I understand that. It's only a willow tree. Fun fact, I actually chopped down a tree this weekend too. So I felt my woodcutting skill leveling up as I was going. God. Chopping down trees actually does freaking suck. Not a fan. Haven't seen RuneScape in 15 years. Book of Spells is my ringtone. There you go. I've heard a lot of former RuneScape devs made RG3. You know, I don't know if that's true, but that'd be really cool if so. That'd be really cool. Baldur's Gate 3, man. Now there's a freaking game and a half. I'll tell you what. That game's freaking awesome. Amazing. Get rid of these stupid fighting boots. No one likes these. Okay, we're up to level 39 prayer. Again, I haven't had to do almost a thing. Deposit that, blah, blah, blah. Let's get our, not our soil box. Let's get our iron ore box back. We're going to do a little bit of mining. I want to get myself some steel going so I can get better weapons, so I can start training. Some better combat. Hold on, shears right there. No, wait, I can't take someone else's shears. Dang it, I have to go buy them the old-fashioned way. I have to get wool. I have to do sheep shearer. I have to do a bunch of stupid things. Buy. We need a bucket. I don't think I care about the rest of this right now. Could get some bird snares, train hunter. Meh. Let's see. There's a water source over here somewhere, right? Should be. Yes, the water trough. Good. Soft clay. Good. That's a task. We can go get the sheep shearer task, I suppose, the quest. That one's worth 30 points, and it's a pretty easy one to do. It's just a mini quest. Hot take, I didn't like BG3 because it didn't allow for elevation calculations for lightning bolt and fire spells. That's the only reason? Because the height stuff is for everything else. 20 balls of wool. Frick you. Yes, I know how to spin wool. I'm not paying you by the hour. Well, maybe you should. We're going to unionize. Probably. I wouldn't do that to you. Or maybe I would. I don't need the bucket of water anymore. All right, don't attack the rams. No. We're here to shear sheep. That's got penguins in it. My bad. I forgot about this one. It's not real. Am I competing with people for the freaking yarn? Oh, I am. I'm competing with people for the freaking... No, wait, that's still a sheep. Oh, gosh dang it. Just need a bit of wool. Don't mind me. Just need some wool. Come on. 20 freaking wool when I'm fighting other players for it. This sucks. It's too bad killing the rams doesn't give you any. That'd be awesome. Can shear that one. That one's real. Hot take. I also thought that the penguin quests in the game sucked. I don't give a crap about penguins. Penguins are dumb. Talking penguins are dumb. Get rid of it. While we're talking about improvements... No, they're not going to do that. Man, these sheep are getting some love. Everyone's just tackling these things the second they appear. Just bodying the dang sheep. 20 balls of wool. I could get the black wool, but I don't remember if that's actually acceptable or not. Try to get down here before they get it. Dang it. Sheep shearer. Also incredibly boring. Change it. Get rid of it. Yeah, I know it's entirely small for some people, but as a D&D dweeb for nearly 2 decades, it broke your immersion. I mean, fair. Definitely one of those things where, like, if you're a massive fanboy of those things, I understand how even those little changes could break it. I don't know why they did height calculations for everything except for stuff like Fireball. It wasn't an issue for me because I played as a warlock, so I just Eldritch blasted everything in sight. But, you know... that wasn't an issue. It was fun to be able to, like, pick up, like, an explosive, get yourself to a really high point, and then just toss it at somebody and blow them up. That was great. Oh my gosh, I hate this. I hate this. I need to be on a low populated world. No, don't attack the ram. God dang it, all the heck. Give me this one. Shut up, sheep. Stop taunting me. I already hate you. Don't make me hate you more. Well, at least I got an agility level out of the arrangement. That was my last one, I think. All right, we're good. Let's go turn these into balls of wool. Because that's so fun. I actually do need to get my crafting skill up there, too. If I'm going to get myself mage stuff and make mage armor at some point, crafting's going to be very important for me. Very importante. Could also do more Slayer tasks. Like, there's just so much to do. That's the thing. So many competing priorities. And my little ADHD brain's like, squirrel! We needed to rake a patch, right? Nope. We need to rake an allotment patch, not a tree patch. Fair enough. We don't have to do Cook's Assistant or any of those stupid quests, do we? That's good. I wish they added Asian servers. Do they not have Asian servers? Really? That kind of surprises me. I would have thought that they would have a bunch of those, but maybe I'm wrong. Here's the irony. I'm going to need even more balls of wool in order to get a piece of rope in Draenor Village. So I'm going to have to do more of this later. How many pieces of wool do I need for that? I don't even remember. His name's Ned, if I recall. 4 balls of wool. 4 balls of wool. Whatever, it's fine. We're getting some early crafting experience, so I'll get this up there. That'll be okay. Gate of Elinidus is available once you've done the Necro tutorial. True! That would be a very good way of training up some skills. That's actually a really interesting thing that they did with the game, right? Skilling bosses, not actually combat, safe fights that are intensive and require using skills in order to beat them instead. I'm not opposed to it. Skilling is such a big part of RuneScape in general. Giving some sort of a top-level activity with really good rewards, it's not bad. That's kind of cool. But I've also never done it before, so I don't know if I can speak on really how cool it is. It just sounds cool in theory. We're live, we're completing tasks, and Leagues 2 Equilibrium is on. Special guest is Dragon's Seance. Can watch them, I guess, at their own stream right now. Oh, they don't remember me. They would never invite me. Alright, we finished that. That's 30 points. Also, a pittance of money. Pittance, I tell you. I'm so much better at stealing, who even bothers? Alright, I need 3 more wool, please. 3 more. Just 3. Just give me 3. Nothing else. That's the last one. Well, now it was freaking easy. Frick you all. It's fine, it's fine. Wow, somebody got the thieving pet drop at 1,000,000 XP. That was pretty quick. You can randomly get some special skilling pets, just like little, you know, vanity things. Pretty fun. But yeah, I'm never that lucky. I have never ever once been that lucky. My luck is atrocious in RuneScape. It's one of the reasons I hate trying to do like any sort of like drop requirements for a boss. Like, I need this particular type of gear to drop. Yeah, 600 kills later, maybe I get it. Frick me. All right. We are going to get myself some more iron, I think. Because I do want to get some stuff. We have our iron box. I can't fill it with coal yet, but that's fine. We should be able to stack up tons and tons of iron ore. I'm going to get that smithing level up, dang it. I'm going to do it. I don't want to do the task sets. I don't want to do them. Look at all these things we got to do. I don't want to... They're worth a pretty good amount of points, though, is the thing. Whatever. It's tasks within a task. Taskception, if you will. The only game that doesn't really get played in Asia, they're just now getting around to adding Asian servers for the OSRS stuff. That really surprises me. I would have thought that this would do pretty well, to be honest. I'm trying to think of any reason it wouldn't do well in Asia. I guess I don't know, but I would have thought. I really would have thought it would do pretty well. Oh well. Tis what tis. So I want to get up to 20 smithing. With 20 smithing, I can start getting some steel. With steel tools and steel weapons, I will stop caring about mining for a little bit, and we can do other things. We do need to do some fletching. That's actually a good thing that's in Haven Height. They do have flax over there. I could make some bowstrings if I wanted to. That wouldn't be a bad setup. Get some bowstrings, start making a few bows. It might be faster to make arrow shafts. That would also be a really good use of my smithing and my fletching and my logs and everything else if I don't care about fire making. I could just plan on doing lots and lots of arrows. That would work too. Almost at 80 agility, by the way. Almost. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This should not be a thing. Can I cut opal, by the way? I sure can. No. Yeah, I can cut jade. That means I can cut opal. Yeah. Well, frick that. Let's just go ahead and cut this real quick. Oh, I broke it. Whatever, it's fine. It's just a little bit of crafting experience. In the first league, what you would do is you could get a pickaxe for your first relic that would automatically smelt everything that you mined and send it to your bank. No coal or luminite required, which was amazing for mining and smithing. You'd get it done so fast. Also, I think it auto-cut the gems? So if you went to the gem rocks in the desert, you could basically just sit there and you'd have like level 70 crafting in like 20 minutes. It's ridiculous. I've heard they have 1 hour a week of gaming in China. I don't remember if it's that stringent. I do remember China passed some policies as far as limiting gaming time because they decided it was really affecting the youth. And I think they also are really concerned about demasculating their young men for some reason. That's a specific thing that they're really concerned about from a governmental standpoint. So, yeah, I know. I remember they passed some restrictions. I don't remember if it's 1 hour a week. I don't think it is. But there probably are some limitations. Then again, also, you know, living in the United States, like, I hear all sorts of stories from China. And I'm sure some of them are true, and I'm sure some of them are exaggerated, and I just really don't know. I don't even know. I've reached level 80. That's 80 task points. Hooray! That was easy. Turns out Golden Touch, pretty good. Gets you lots of stuff really fast. Who knew? That's why I picked it. 'Tis why I did the picky picks. I'm trying to think through what else I want to work on. I could try starting things like farming. That's one of those skills where you kind of have to set it and forget it for a while, and the sooner you get going on it, the better, I guess. We could also try to learn some construction. That's kind of meh. Rune crafting. Did we start with Rune Mysteries? We don't? Really? That's not an auto-completed quest? Damn. Okay, that's an easy one for us to do. We could do that. I wouldn't mind.
Your tithe is accepted.
I got a freaking donation. That was unexpected. This was just a throwaway stream. Hi, thank you very much. I appreciate it. This is Cologne Calc Police Station. Can you come by sometime later just to chat? Nothing serious. Well, I'm going to be in Cologne in a couple of weeks, so I'll be sure to turn myself in. Legitimately will actually be in Cologne in a couple of weeks. Gamescom is going to be fun. Never been, but I'm looking forward to it. I have a whole bunch of different game studios that are reaching out to me trying to get me to pop by and see some of their games. Some of which actually seem pretty exciting, so I'm looking forward to trying it out. Why not? You just checked. 25 years since RuneScape released. Heard it dueling back. I don't remember. They killed the wilderness for PvP. I think they may have added the arena back in for dueling. And you might be able to duel in the wilderness. I don't remember for sure how that works. You can opt into PvP in the wilderness, but there's an opt-out option, which means, let's be honest, most people just don't bother anymore. Most people do not bother. Which I'm a little bit bittersweet on. I remember growing up where the wilderness was like, as a kid, you go into the wilderness and your heart just starts racing. Like, because you know at any moment somebody's going to pop around with that skull and they're going to murder you. It was terrifying as a kid. I did not go there any more than I had to. But the result is, a lot of people felt that way, so it was effectively dead content for most people. Like, not a lot of people felt incentivized to go into the wilderness. So they changed it, and I think it makes sense, and it is fun because they're doing a lot to the wilderness. They're adding a lot of stuff to it now. But, yeah, it's not what it used to be. Not what it used to be. Thrax says the duel arena is not in anymore. Okay, never mind. Under 18 in China, you get 3 hours a week. Wow. The thing is, far be it from me to be kind of authoritarian with stuff, but like, I grew up where I was allowed to have 30 minutes of video games a day. That was it. All week. I could play my Super Nintendo for 30 minutes a day, nothing else. So to me, I look at that and it's like, that's about on par with what I had growing up, and I turned out fine, and I still got addicted to video games, so yeah, maybe they're onto something. Maybe they are onto something. Or maybe they're just a bunch of old curmudgeon-y people who don't understand the power of the video game industry. I don't know. Considering how well some of the Chinese developing studios have been doing lately with things like Black Myth Wukong, you'd almost think that there's going to be kind of like this nationalist, like, resurgence of interest in video games, and their government, the CCP, would be, like, interested in getting it all back up and running. You'd think. Maybe not, though. I don't know. I'm not Chinese. I don't understand how that all works. Hey, Angle, how you doing? Welcome to the party. We're leaking it up, baby. I'm 2 relics in and a long way to go. Let's teleport back up to Lumbridge and smelt some steel. 1 hour a day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing about that. Do you remember how many MMOs, including things like World of Warcraft, started making specifically like Asian, China-themed zones for their, and expansions even, for their games, specifically to target the Chinese market because there's a billion people there who could theoretically play. And then all of a sudden, screw that. You get nothing. Oh, that feels bad for them, man. What an investment that was. Big mistake, big mistake. All right, let's get myself a little bit of iron. I need to get myself up to 20 smithing real quick, and then we will get ourselves some upgraded stuff. Hopefully that ends up being enough. I don't want to have to smith any more than that. Guess we could go for some upgrades to my armor and stuff. I mean, like, that's a thing. Yeah, might as well. I mean, what else am I going to do with all these plate bars? I might as well just do it. Doesn't even take too long. It's worth a pretty good chunk of XP. I'm going to be right back, guys. I need something to drink while I do this. Be right back, right back. Alright. Did I finish? No? The bar cooled down too much? Oh no! Let's fix that. My bad. Believe it or not, I ended up poor and spent all my cash. That's such a you problem. Why would you choose to be poor? That's silly. I wanted to make iron plate legs. There we go. For some reason, that coloring just made me think that for some, it like wasn't actually available. Weird. What did you spend your freaking money on? That's my question. Like money matters that much in this game. All right. I need to remember. How do I? I'm trying to remember how I actually change up combat XP, skills and XP, combat XP. All right. So defense is turned off. Why? Why on earth would defense be off? Whatever, we'll fix that. Who turns off defense XP? I freaking need it. I'm sure the speedrunners say go for nothing but attack for a while, and that's probably true for a bit, but like I want to get some defense skill up so I can start wearing like mage stuff, and I can wear that. Also, what's the point of having this cool iron stuff? All right, we're at 22 smithing. So we need to smelt up as many steel bars as I can. That's my new goal. 14. It's reasonable. 14's not bad. I blame Pravus for trying demo Dive or Die and looking at my paint card to buy it. I'm telling you, it's a good game. Not to mention, of course, we have the Pravus desk mat that's on sale now, which is freaking amazing and awesome. Love that desk mat. I'd pick it up for you right now, but I'd have to dismantle my entire computer setup to get it. Definitely should check that out, though, at epicdesk.shop/collections/Pravus. And yes, Angle, I will get to doing stuff for like videos and stuff. I know you're typing it up. Don't even. I will get to it. I will be releasing stuff for it. I'm just trickling it all at once instead of overwhelming people and bashing them over the head, okay? That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm trying to do. It's going to make a steel longsword so I have some attack upgrades to train my defense up much faster. I'm a bad capitalist and I know it. Everyone reminds me, everyone tells me I don't ever ask for patrons, I don't ever ask for donations, I don't ever sell my merch, I don't ever push people to the Discord, blah, blah, blah. It's true, but that's because I'm still in this for the love of the game, not for the love of the money. So I forget about it, and then the result is people don't get cool stuff like the desk mat. So I know I need to improve on it. I know I do. You're not wrong. I'll fix it. But give it time. It's only been a day. I'm still trickling stuff out. A lot of competing priorities right now. A lot of priorities. All right, we got our steel longsword. Good. We can get some tools for sure. I know that I want to get an upgraded pickaxe. And we'll want to get a new ore box, and we're going to want to get the mattock probably, and we want to get a hatchet, and we want to get... Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we need. Personally, I got addicted to When Winds Meet, solid free game with about 100 hours of content. I have heard of that game. I don't know that I've ever seen it. I don't even know if I've heard enough to really have much of an opinion on it. I might have to check it out, though. I think it's good. See, here we go. Thrak, thank you so much for the testimonial here. I've had the first Desmat for years now. The quality is unmatched, and the art is gorgeous. On top of that, the Patreon streams give you content that most other people don't, like a cool Discord chat. See? Look at Thrak go, doing my job for me. I am ashamed. I am ashamed. I deserve to be ashamed. I'm bad at my job. I'm a bad YouTuber. You know what? That's why I'm going down the drain, man. I peaked a long time ago. Can't do it anymore. Play When Winds Meet, but it's nice, but the combat style isn't for you. What kind of combat style is it? There's a lot of different kinds out there. I tried playing Clair Obscur, because I've heard really good things about that, and I really got turned off by the combat. It did not appeal to me even a little bit. I don't like that kind of timing / Final Fantasy thing. It's just not for me. I'd rather have like an actual hardcore action game like Silksong or Dark Souls than something like that. Even though those are also partly timing games, I just feel like I have more control. Cult of Pravus merch would go hard. I'm surprised you haven't played Cult of the Lamb. Yeah, Cult of the Lamb, I thought about doing a video. It got lots of coverage, so it felt like there was a lot of competition already out there. Really good game. Have played it, actually. I felt like if I started playing it, I'd have to do a series, and it was a much larger commitment to do that. Also, those kind of like Binding of Isaac like style gameplays, which you're going to see another one of pretty soon, like in a day or two. I'm genuinely not very good at those when I'm recording. I'm very good at them when I'm not recording, and I can focus. But if I have to talk at the same time, it breaks my poor little brain. Breaks it right on up. All right. Anything else that I need from tools here? Not at the moment. We could get the steel mattock, but I'm going to hold off on that for the moment. So this is fine. So we got a few things there.
Your tithe is accepted.
Oh. Well, thank you, Angle. Much appreciated for 1,250 Monopoly monies. I know Angle personally. It's fine. It's the Philippines. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. It is known you are a bad capitalist, and yet people give me money, so it can't be that bad. Or can it? I don't know, man. I know. It is all very fair to criticize me. It is. I accept it. I take my licks. All right, we've got our mattock there, so I can get rid of some of this garbage. I'm just going to sell some of it off real quick. I don't need the money, but like, what the heck? Why not? Out of pure principle, I prefer to sell things, not give it away for free. He says, as he actively also talks about being a bad capitalist. The irony is not lost. I also have no use for spirit shards now that I think about it. That's a totally pointless resource, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is actually totally pointless. All right, let's go to Draenor and just give these balls of wool so I don't have to think about it anymore. You could always do a Kaiser Redux Morocco world conquest. Really? So I haven't taken a look at Kaiserreich in a long time. Which is a shame, because it's a phenomenal mod. Like, it was a really cool alt history mod. I have no problem with playing it again. Kaiser Redux I also haven't looked at in a long time. Morocco? Okay. Do you get to, like, form a Carthaginian empire or something if you like culturally syncretize with like the Tunisians? Is that a thing? That'd be interesting. I would like some rope. Yes, here's the balls of wool. Yes, yes, we understand that that's not normal. Balls of wool, done. Okay, so we finished that. I don't know if I need rope, but I'll hold on to it. You never know. All right, where can I go train some good stuff? What's a good early game training spot? Ironically, probably the Stronghold of Security, but we'll see. Whoa, a Pravus stream. Yeah, I know. Doesn't happen often, and I'm only doing it for the heck of it. This is not intended to get any big views. It's just a chance to chat. I was going to be playing this anyway because the new league just started. It's fun. So I figured, why the heck? Let's just share it with people. Why not? Have I seen that there's a new Terra Invicta DLC? Oh, I've seen it. Hooded Horse reached out to me. They gave me a copy. They really wanted me to play it. I don't want to play Terra Invicta, is the problem. Because, well, it's sort of a pain. It just is. The gameplay loop is really exciting when you first start out. It really sucks after that, in my opinion. So I don't want to do it. This is the jail. Where was the entrance to the freaking stronghold of security again? Where was it? It's not the crevice. It was south of this, I thought, right? Am I stupid? Oh, for frick's sake. Hang on. Hang on. Stronghold of security. Isn't that what I did? No, player safety, player safety, player safety. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I already screwed it up again. Already screwed it up again. It's north. Where? Where? It is the jail. No, it's the jail. Okay, hang on. It is the jail. I think I just have to go through it somewhere. All right, I was right. I was right. It is here. It is here. Where, though? Legitimately, I don't remember, and I don't think I care. I hate this. I hate this task. Why am I in school? Frick your school. Do I have... The main door, training center, locked. All right. It's a hole in the middle of the village. No, it's not. That's the wrong one. I think it's here. Ah, it's pullback poster, right? I'm going for the one with the roaches. Which is this one, I think. It's in here somewhere. Right? Frick me. I don't remember any of this. I haven't done this in years. Oh, God. I don't want to do this. There's the roaches. Is there a place to jump down? I need to go through here. Yeah, there's that. All right. But I don't remember how you finish it is the thing. Level 70 cockroach soldiers. I do remember the cockroaches actually being pretty decent XP. I remember that being a thing. You can definitely get some pretty good training off of them. But when they say complete the stronghold of player safety, not security, what do I do? Swap into the iron, by the way. Might as well get the extra armor value. Remember, that stacks up with my blessing. It's very powerful. Okay, definitely starting to get some defense XP now, aren't we? Mm-hmm. Wow, I'm already up to level 18. I went from 10 to 18 in like one kill. That's the sort of thing I'm talking about. I see that there's a jail door right here. I could try opening this, see if it works. It's locked with a mechanism. Oh, God. What was it? It's over here, probably. There's a red... Maybe. There's a red dot. Maybe there's a key or something on the ground. Nope. Coins. Maybe it's upstairs. Game's glitching out a little bit. There's stuff up here. Jail door. Again. Morocco Kaiserdeck's campaign is honestly a blast. You get some crazy French guy who creates the Sultanate of Mankind. The Sultanate of Mankind. Gee, I wonder what that's inspired by. Sounds fun, though. Yeah, I don't mind taking a look at that again. I liked that mod. I did. I thought it was pretty sweet. I'd be a big fan of getting more good Hoi 4 content. Part of my problem is Hoi 4, nobody really watches series on that game anymore. That's kind of dead. So you kind of have to do a one-off video, which is at least 6 hours of recording and editing. At least 6. So it takes a while. All right, so this didn't complete it, but now we can enter the crevice whenever I want. And honestly, that's good enough for now, because I'll look it up later. I can't be bothered. We do have prayer level 43. So protect spells are theoretically online. That's pretty cool. I don't have a lot of tasks in Edgeville, which kind of surprises me. I would have expected a lot more there. How long you been on for the league? Only 2.5 hours now. We started at 9 a.m. my time. It launched at 8, so that is it. So I've not been on for very long, but it's also not been live for very long, so, you know, there's that. So what do I want to do next? Good question. Let me think. We can probably start trading up some magic, but I would need to get myself some other stuff. I feel like I can stick with melee all the way up until I get to like level 40 or 50 defense, at which point I then can swip over to like Mystic Robes or something, and then I can start really going ham on magic and it'll be fine. So I don't feel like I need to do anything beyond that, to be honest. I probably do need to continue with my fishing, unfortunately. So we'll go back down to Drainer and just get that up there. Fishing is going to be important. I need to get some good food. They redesigned the Division designer in Hoi 4 in the mod or in the base game, because I know they redid some stuff in the base game, including now you have like those weird like special support companies per like row of units, which I think is okay. I don't feel like that adds any meaningful value into the game, but like it's another thing you can spend your equipment on. Okay, more stats. But maybe there's more to it. I don't know. Vanilla Hoi 4 has not been as insanely exciting to me as of late, so I've kind of not been bothering too much with it. Maybe I should, but the last expansion didn't feel that great, so the last 2 or 3 actually haven't felt that great, so I've just kind of been like, eh. It is what it is. Do I have access to Dungeoneering? No, because first I have to have access to the Wilderness as a region. I've got Karamja. The question is, once I finish 91 tasks, do I unlock the desert or the Wilderness first? So the Dungeoneering could be pretty good. Like, there's some really good stuff I could do with Dungeoneering. There's a lot of great ways to train up some skills. I could spend hours down there and it would be fine. And also, they boosted how many tokens you can get. So there's some really good stuff you can get out of it too. But I'd have to wait on the desert until I finish more stuff in the Wilderness. Which is better for early to mid-game tasks? That's the question. Am I imagining, or does RuneScape actually look good now? They actually revamped the graphics for things in like avatars fairly recently. I think the faces look a little bit long and drawn out to me, but like, yeah, no, they've improved the look of it even further. It's not, I won't say embarrassing, because like OSRS used to be a low fidelity game kind of by design, and old school to this day still retains a lot of that because that's what people like. But RuneScape 3 definitely is a graphical update for sure. For absolute sure. Could do Gate for crafting agility and divination. Yes, Thrak, I could, except I've never done Gate before, so I know I'll be wasting my time learning it, and I'll make a fool of myself on the internet beyond what I normally do. So I'm going to hold off on that, figure out how that generally works, and then I'll just do that at my own time. But yes, I will be doing that. It's a very good XP. The cult protects. If the cult protects, then buy the desk mat. No, I'm just kidding. But do it. When's the last time I played it? The new DLC? I mean, I think I played it when the Siam DLC came out, but I didn't release any content on it. Instead, I made the Hoi 4 America, rework mod. But the latest version of the America rework mod does use the latest version of the Division template, so I have seen it and used it. It is a thing. RS was always in that lower style you play for community and gameplay. Yeah, and that's the thing is, while the RuneScape 3 community is actually, I think, generally pretty good and welcoming, like they're generally good folks, the OSRS community is still massive. Like, that game still blows RS3 out of the water when it comes to daily concurrent players. There's a lot of people playing OSRS. Lots of them. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy stuff. Wildy for DG and Slayer. Desert is ace for Menaphos, especially thieving. Well, I do have Golden Touch, so like that is a thought. Anti was saying that I've played the DLC with Siam. That was the last time I played vanilla. Most recently, I did the America rework mod, which the latest version of that does have the new Division template designer. So I have played around with that recently as well. But I didn't put a lot of focus on it because I didn't feel like it matters that much. I didn't feel like it made that big of a difference to me. Now, maybe there's some nuance to it that I didn't really study. To be honest, when the latest DLC came out, I didn't put a lot of time thinking about it. So maybe it is actually pretty good, and I just need to play around with it some more. But to me, it just felt like kind of a nothing burger. It's like, oh, I added an extra slot to do things for some reason. Fun. Have your heavy machine companies. Good job. It's like, all right. Is there a range? There is a range up over here in Draenor. We can cook up our shrimp, and that will get me my task done. Yeah, so I don't know, James. What do you think? I mean, Wildy for DG and Slayer, yeah, and also the Flesh something or whatever boss, the new one they added in there. Oh, this is a pottery oven, not a range. Whoops. That obviously would be a great place to train some combat once you get a little bit more under you. Wouldn't be bad. Is there really not a single range in all of Draenor? Am I crazy? How do you not have a single cooking place in all of Draenor? Whatever. Anyway, so that's obviously great. Wilderness has a lot of really good stuff you can do in it now. Desert, I feel like, has a lot of really good early, low-level tasks you can do. Obviously, some phenomenal PVM later on, some of the best. It's basically a mandatory zone for everybody. Like, I don't know. I feel like... I feel like they're both really good, and I'm not sure which one's gonna be best. It's all about what gets you the points the fastest. They added rework doctrines to special forces. Oh. Well, I mean, that's good. You're heading to Desert and then Wildy. That's kind of what I was thinking, is probably Desert first and then Wildy, but like, you're not wrong that getting early access to the dungeon is probably worth a lot of extra points. And you could train a lot of skills very quickly that way, so it wouldn't be bad. Be pretty good, even. Flesh Hatcher, that's what it was. Thank you, Thrak. The Desert beats out basic tasks and easy. Okay. I mean, if they've got more tasks available and I can just knock through more of them, like, that's the important thing. If you get through lots of tasks, then you could unlock other regions faster. So, like, why wouldn't I just do that? Obviously. So it makes sense. Yes, cooking skill. Yes, cook up those stupid shrimpies. Yay. I'm gonna get it to level 20. Might get to level 20. There you go, level 20. Hooray! I don't really have much of a use for shrimp, but whatever. I'm up to level 85 agility. Frick me, it's insane that this works. Frickin' frackin' heckin' hoy hoy hoy. Shouldn't work, but it does. Wow. I'm kind of glad I went Golden Touch, if I'm being completely honest. I am kind of glad that I went Golden Touch. It's a little stupid, but I am glad. All right, what should I do next, for real, though? We could practice some more thieving. Since apparently it is basically just a click and go. That would be pretty easy. What level would I need for things like the crafting stall? That's like 27, right? No, seed stall is 27. I can steal from the wine stall. That's worth more XP, so I'd rather just do that then. I can't fail, and it's just click and walk away, so it's AFK, well, I think. Loot from farmers wouldn't be a bad idea. We do need to steal from a ham member. That was a task. I remember that. First stalls. Rogues. Thieving is such a good skill now. It's such an amazingly good skill now. It supports so many skills with what it does. Like, that's ultimately what sold me on it, is this just, there's so much value. Hoi 4 divisions in a nutshell shouldn't work, but it does. I mean, yeah. I think it's still incredibly funny that for a long time, years, I'm making content for Hoi 4. and I completely, fundamentally didn't understand how breakthrough worked. I thought it was literally the equivalent of piercing to armor, breakthrough to defense. The higher my breakthrough, the more I pierced through their defense. No, it's defense when attacking. Very different, and yet your objective in either case is the same. Get as much soft attack and breakthrough as possible. So I never got punished for it, so I never learned it because I just didn't even know. And then people yelled at me in the comment section when I talked about it one time, and it was totally fair, but it was like, huh. I completely whiffed on that one, and it didn't matter because it's the same net gameplay loop, so I still play the same way, but it's just ridiculous. I felt real dumb. And asked, wait, how's breakthrough work? Okay. You know how everyone has stats? You've got soft attack, you've got defense and stuff, right? When you get into a combat, the attacker's soft attack is compared with the defender's defense. If they have more defense than you have soft attack, every one of your soft attack does 1 damage. If you have more soft attack than their defense, it does, I think, 4 damage. So you want to have more soft attack than they do defense. That's how you blow through them and do lots of casualties and organization damage. Here's the thing. When you attack, they then compare their soft attack versus your breakthrough. And it's the exact same mechanic. If they have more soft attack than you have breakthrough, you take lots of losses every time you attack. So defense and breakthrough are literally the exact same feature. One is if you are the defender, and one is if you are the attacker. I thought if you had more breakthrough than their defense, you did extra damage. Not how it works. So yeah, people corrected me very enthusiastically that day. It's not defense tied, they just do the same thing. Think of breakthrough as literally the same thing as a defense stat, but for an attacker. And defense is only if you are the defender. That's it. Otherwise, they work exactly the same way. What it means is, for offensive divisions like tanks, you want as much breakthrough as possible. And if you're going to have defensive infantry, you want to have as much defense as possible. That's it. I know. Apparently, I'm an idiot for not getting that. Apparently, to me, it's a little bit, just a little bit esoteric. I think it's totally fair that I misunderstood it. And yet, as the YouTuber making content and guides, you can't make mistakes like that. Lesson learned. I took my L, and now I'm trying to make sure that I do it right. Sometimes I get things wrong. It's known to happen. On rare occasion, quote unquote rare, we'll say rare, it does happen. All right, level 37 thieving. That means seed stalls, which means easy farming, right? It's literally the reason I'm doing this right now, is just so I don't even have to think about it, as I get a whole bunch of seeds. And with a whole load of seeds, I'm going to be able to do loads and loads of farming. Could also start pickpocketing like guards and stuff like that, but like, why? The master farmer will be even better, but I need even more thieving for that. The thing is with thieving, with the golden touch relic, I'm pretty sure we could just like sit here and go all the way up to 99, and there's enough. Once you get access to the desert, there's going to be enough stuff there you could easily get to 99 in like a day. If you have the golden touch relic, it's just that good. So Thrak, what do you think I should be doing right now? If you had to guess. I know you're busy. I could train up some more combat skills. I could start working on herb lore, I suppose. But like so many of these skills, these level 1s, I don't feel like messing with. I guess I could do summoning. But like, meh? I don't really care. Maybe I should just focus on getting some more combat stats and just kill things for a bit. That's not crazy. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. I feel like the seed stall's also leveling me up very slowly. I'm not getting a lot of XP from this. But I am getting a lot of seeds, so for what it's worth. Still have to do your normal logout timer, 15 or 20 minutes. I think I have it set to 20. Why? Is there a task for that? That can't be. That'd be weird. That'd be stupid. No. Can't be. Let's go pickpocket an HAM member before I forget about it. Because we know we need to do that. Gate is... Where was the gate to? Didn't the gate to the HAM place used to be right up here by this bridge? Did they change it? I thought there was an entrance right here. They may have changed it. Wait a minute. Huh. Wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. HAM, Stronghold, where you be? Main headquarters is in Lumbridge Forest now. Oh! Really? That's interesting. Okay, it's right over here now. Huh. I don't know when they changed that. I'm pretty sure it was a change. Pretty sure. Forgot to mention, thieving with desert gives you access to heists. Yeah, and heists will be great. Super duper good. Doing your tasks to get to the next region because the desert unlocks so much. 30 defense gets you 4 tasks done. Really? Oh, well then, yeah, I mean, I need to do freaking that. For sure, I need to do that. I can get to 30 defense in like no time. That'll be great. Should probably still pick up things like the spider silk. It's gonna be good for crafting. All right, we need to pickpocket, lockpick this trap door. We'll get in eventually. I think it's hilarious that the Humans Against Monster Stronghold has goblins who are just hanging around right outside. See ya, ants. Take care. All right, somebody to pickpocket, somebody to pickpocket, somebody to pickpocket. You'll work. Got it. And I can't even fail. Nope, 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 stop. I'm stealing too much. I'm stealing too much. I didn't even want that much. Steal a lantern from a cave goblin. Ugh. What are my global tasks? Catch an anchovy, a herring. Activate thick skin. Okay, we can do a prayer. Hang on. That's easy. Excuse me. I was about to do that, but now I can't. Steel skin? Does that count? Yeah. Doop. Doop. Okay. That's done. I was gonna go craft these opals, but I can just toss it for now. It doesn't matter. Oh, I have to run out of prayer points. Hold on. Let's just go ahead and burn through all of that real quick. That won't take long. I have the protect from mare's melee prayer thing. Whatever. That was worth something, apparently. So we'll run out of prayer points. I need to rake a farming patch. I need to go to Havenheith. There's stuff there. Let's go to Havenheith real quick. Shouldn't take too long. We can rake a couple things. We can get some farming going, and I know that there's a good farming patch over there. Is this like OSRS where I should just start spamming out plate bodies? Somebody asks. Oh, you sweet child. You can do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. But that's certainly a convenient way to go. A bit more AFK. The defense task is 40 because your melee armors each give you a task. Ah. Well, that's useful. Farming, I think, is up this way. Yep. I probably could steal a marigold up here too, actually. Bring marigolds to Anya at her campsite, as if I know who Anya is. Who the frick is Anya? Ah. Frick Anya. We don't care about Anya. Get out of here, Anya. Let's find and speak to a drunken villager. Like, there's random little things I can do here. Pickpocket a ranger in Wendlewick. Whatever, sorry. Hey, magic trees! Good, I know where those are now. I was wondering if I'd be able to find any of those. Aw, poor little calf out here on its own. Die. Respawn next to your mother. It'll be much better that way, I promise. Oh, you're saying your thieving depends on my logout timer. Got it. That's fair. Plant a seed. Okay, that's done. We should probably take the weeds and just put them into the compost bin. Just because. There might be a task to get that. There he is. There was a task. I knew it. I knew there would be. All right, we'll just start growing some of these stupid plants. They do grow 5 times faster, which is nice. but I still hate farming. So it's a lose-lose. Ben, do you still have a quest, or is that gone? No. There's supposed to be a way to change your teleport to teleporting here instead, which would be nice, but meh. Worry about that another time. If I could grow some marigolds, that would have been nice too, but I didn't bring the seeds with me. Run out of prayer points. Done. Hooray. All right. Cut creeping ivy, catch a jackalope, construct a birdhouse. There's a lot of stuff to do here. I just don't know much of it. That's my problem. I don't know what's on the map. I don't know what's where. That's probably one of the reasons they really wanted to launch this. It's probably one of the reasons they wanted to launch this when they did. The League, because they're about to release a whole new phase of content for Havenheim, and they want to start drawing people's attention over here, I think. Can I steal from the fish stall? Nope, 42. Bakery stall, fish stall, wine stall, veggies. All right, maybe I should just real quick get up to level 40 thieving so I can get something out of the fish stall. That wouldn't be so bad. Sorry for the disjointed text-to-voice, not good at live content. Dude, don't even worry about it. Who's good at live content? I'm not good at live content, and I'm the one doing the live content, yo. I could start rune crafting. That would be a pretty easy thing to do, and I'll bet you there's a lot of tasks about making different types of runes. That'll really kick off, though, once I've got access to the Abyss in the wild, which is another problem with starting with the desert. I'll have a little bit less to work with there, but I can still do a lot of the basic runes. I just need to find a talisman. Won't be so bad. Very close to level 40. Won't take long. Maybe I should just go kill cockroaches and get that skill up then. I need 450 points. Like, I'm halfway there. I really want to get to the next relic. Because the next relic is going to be pretty... Well, okay, I take it back. Tier 3 is not a big deal because it's mostly like teleports and stuff like that. But there's some pretty cool benefits you still get. Passive 3, unlock all skill cape passive perks if you have level 99. 10% chance of getting a mixture of materials for invention. Dungeoneering tokens, blah, blah, blah. Where does it say... Okay, I'm at 8 times XP. So tier 3 wouldn't even get me an XP boost. So it's not actually that critical that I get tier 3 there. It's actually more important I get blessings, probably. Yeah, that might be more important. Where can I see what my blessing tasks are going to be? That's the new question. Because it's listed somewhere. I know it is, and I do not remember where. You'd think it would be under here. Blessings? There we go. Okay, found it. So these are the ones I'm able to do. That's not a lot right now. Defeat the Archglacior, I maybe could do, maybe eventually. Definitely not fighting any of these guys right now. Yeah, not a lot that I can do in terms of blessings, unfortunately. Not yet. But once I unlock another reason, it should be easier. So I just gotta be patient for that. Apparently I needed 42 for the thieving, by the way. Whoops. Vampire Slayer, good XP? Yeah. I was thinking about waiting until another relic so I could get even more XP rate, but now that I think about it, if tier 3 is also 8 times, then it doesn't really matter. So that's not really going to make a difference to me. We're up to 46 prayer, by the way. So we're starting to unlock a few new good spells. Let's just see what other tasks I could do. So if I went to... Mistlin. What is left? Craft a water rune. Implings and Puro Puro. God, I hate that. There definitely is some stuff to do with water runes. Cosmic runes. Butter. See, this is why I didn't get rid of the milk. I knew that was going to be a thing. Use the range to bake a cake. Mithril plate body. A lot of these are from last year, too. Which is interesting. Yeah, I think I probably should just go ahead and do Rune Mysteries and get it over with. I think that wouldn't be a bad use of time, just because I think it's going to open up a few new things, plus a skill that I kind of want to work on anyway. So it works. So I think I will do that. We are first going to check our potato patch in a minute, because I'm pretty sure that we have some stuff ready to harvest, and I can just get a little farming. If I can get at least above level 5 in, like, everything, that's also some points. So I got to get the low-level skills up even a little bit, just for a minute. And we'll see what happens. On the plus side, all this fish is going to make training up some cooking really fast. Like, really fast. This is pretty good. Telling you. Thieving skill, man. There's a surprising number of uses for it. Surprising number. It's really good. Sounds like a lot of those tasks are from old school leagues as well. Yeah, I'm sure there's a load of overlap. Like, how could there not be? At the end of the day, RuneScape 3 does have a lot of the same stuff as OSRS. I know it's not all the same. I know for a lot of people it's not as good in some stuff. I understand. But it does have, at the end of the day, a lot of the same backbone. Like, that's their origin. That's how it works. Aw, my potatoes immediately got diseased? Well, that sucks. I'm not going to bother curing these. If I had some compost, it would have been a lot better, but I don't, so oh well. Fine. That still got me level 5, so joke's on you. It doesn't even matter. And then we'll toss these in and let those start growing. Okay, let's go to Varrock. Because I'm going to do Rune Mysteries and get that done. Who the heck is Iana? I'm supposed to pet Iana. There's a dog or something somewhere. I have no idea what it is. All right, Rune Mysteries. Wait, that starts in Draenor, doesn't it? Ah, frick me. Hang on. Rune Mysteries, set active, talk to Ariane. Oh, they move. Right, I forgot. Ariane is a character and all that stuff. Right, never mind. Draenor, here we go. Rune Mysteries has been a quest for a long time. Ariane has not been around since 2003, okay? I don't care what they say that this is a 2003 quest. They rewrote some of it. I know they did. Don't lie to me. Some creepy crawler just ate my diver and diver died in one bite. Yeah, that's what'll happen. Feels bad, man, doesn't it? Feels real freaking bad. Before I recorded that video, I did like 4 or 5 different runs trying to see if I could like really get the timing of oxygen and like the monsters and stuff. It did not go well. People died a lot. People did die a lot. But we got through it. I am very curious about some of the other zones that are over there, as we discovered toward the very end of that video. There's some scary things to be found over there. Ariane, where are you? You're over here somewhere. There you are.
Velina, the tower is... I'm sorry,
oh, right, it's fully voice acted. Right, they did change all that garbage, too.
This is not...
None of your outsider. What can I do to help? Take this quest.
Just go to... Oh, wait.
Archmage Sedrador. Oh, no, something bad is happening. Are you a gnome? No, you're a dwarf or something, aren't you? Oh, no, there's a magical vortex. It's causing mischief. I ran in anyway. Never mind, I got thrown back out. Ha! What? I don't want... Fine. Grab the tower mind spike of air. Unequip all the stuff that I don't need. Okay, attack the vortex. Whee! The wraith is attracted to my magic. Whee! I don't actually remember what I'm supposed to do with it. I didn't read her stuff. I should have read her stuff. That was probably important. Draw it into the power beam. Well, that's kind of what I was doing, but sure, I'll go around to the other side and do this anyway. Why not? Come here. Come here. Come here! Come to the beam! We'll teleport it upstairs, make it someone else's problem.
Thanks, adventurer.
Thank you.
Talk to me.
Lordy. And people wonder why they wanted to auto-skip quests. Dude, when I'm playing this game and I've got 8 times XP, I want to go fast. Alright? I don't want to have to worry about your namby-pamby quests. That's for the main game.
I can't believe Cedrador would set up a wall.
What was that thing in the library? What do you want me to do? Blah, blah, blah. Alright.
You should talk to...
I'll get on it. We'll talk to Cedrador. I think he's at the very top. Oh gosh, does Myrtle have her stupid quests? It's probably the clam. Now that I think about it, that would be some really good fishing and stuff XP. Fishing and farming. I probably should do that at some point. Alright, Cedrador, you're here, right? There you are. See, I still remember where some people are.
Welcome, adventurer.
How can I help you? Ariane says the tower is in danger. I know. I don't care. Blah, 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 blah.
You know what we said, Adam?
What are you gonna do? Other questions? Is that it? Okay, I finished talking to him. Now I need to talk to Elrond. Oh, frick me. Now I don't remember all the lesser ones are. There's one. Speak to other wizards in case they know something useful.
What can I do for you?
Ariane says the tower is in danger. She has premonitions. You know about her premonitions. Can I talk to you? I could pickpocket you, but that's not the same. I just did a thing. I've reached a total level of 500. Okay. Wait, why is it saying I didn't finish with Elrond? I don't know. I don't know and I don't care. Find me a different wizard I can talk to. Someone I can talk to who actually will talk about something other than thingamawhat's. Because I don't care about that. That's cringe. Seen anything unusual? Alright, that's probably good enough. Let's go down. You went from 11 to 40 magic with the Vampire Slayer quest. Lamp. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Why is it still acting like Elrond didn't do anything? Huh. I don't know. I like quests in this game. I do, but at the same time, I hate them and I wish they were dead. Mainly for this sort of thing. Like, if you're... When you have a game where the best way to play the game is to sit there with the wiki open and just let it do everything for you. Like, is that really the game that you want? Is that really the game that you want to play? Where the heck is Ariane now? I could talk to Wizard Greyzag, see if there's anything new going on over there. So only wizard make Treyborn. Didn't I talk to Treyborn? No, I talked to Isidore. Jalacast. Mizgog. You're just gonna make me walk around and talk to everybody, aren't you?
I think. Why?
Also, do you still give the imp quest?
A wizard Greyzag next to the imps, but they stop the imps.
Yep, you can get that too. Imp Catcher, which gets you a little bit of magic XP. That is ironically going to be worth a bit. Ironically. Don't care about it right now, but ironically. Where is Treyborn? I don't want to go hunting across multiple levels looking for Treyborn. Oh, for God's sake. This right here, this is exactly why everyone used... What, wait, he's... Yep. Was that him up there? Everyone uses the wiki for this exact reason. No, these are just pickpocketing places. Can I pickpocket this, actually? Hang on, let's see. Do I have enough level for it? Oh, yeah, I do. No, I don't. Never mind. 77. So these people are already sitting at level 77 thieving, apparently. Wizard Boran. Frick me. Fine! I'll look up the stupid Room Mysteries quest and a quick guide so I can find the stupid person. Talk to Elrond. He's in the northwestern room. So he was up here. Hate it. How annoying. Frick me, there you are.
Hello, young thing. I've seen...
I don't care about thingamawhats. I don't care. Is it in the power beam? Where do they come from? Okay. Now I think we go back down, talk to Ariane, get that done. Wizard Rosalina, telescope, don't care about that. Not relevant. Oh, we could search a bookcase as well. I think there's some, like, stuff we need here. Fire, earth, water, not that. Ultimate Wizard of the Universe. Sounds like Dungeon Crawler Carl. This is exactly why I didn't want to do this. Let's just go talk to Ariane.
Have you learned anything?
Yes, I've learned things. I've spoken to some wizards. So what did I learn? He's preparing a spell. You're a demon worshiper. Premonitions. Something came through the library door. The old tower. Oh, we get to go underground now. Whee!
This tower. I do know it. The surface.
Who do I want me to talk to?
To whom did you ask me to talk?
Oh, shut up. Don't you dare correct my English. I will frickin' blow you.
His room is on the second floor of the tower.
Did you just correct my grammar? Yeah, frick that. All right. We don't like Ariane. She's pretentious, and she's got the British accent to go along with it. She sounds like Hermione Granger, which means no one likes her. No wonder she hasn't got any friends. Or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to talk to Elrond again. But at least I know where he is, so that's fine.
What can I do for you? Alas.
You do know, though. Blah, blah, blah. What do you mean, lies? I just want to finish the quest. I just want to finish the quest. I don't care about anything else. I just want to finish the quest. Let me go down. The easternmost thing has a book. I need that book. I see that lesser demon. We'll deal with him another day. Got it. Okay. Play the organ on the southern end of the first floor for some reason. I don't know why we have to... This is not the Rune Mysteries quest that I grew up with at all, for the record. Not even a little bit the same. Why am I playing this again? Oh, right. You're supposed to read the book. I'm not reading the book. B?
Oh, all right. If you must play the organ, at least keep to the top manual.
Yeah, why do you even have an organ in this thing? That's a good question. So B... 7 times? No, 10 times. This is stupid. A sharp. G sharp. And a G. Did it work? Apparently not. You know something? Frick this. I'll come back to it a later day. It's not worth stream time. It's literally not worth stream time. Not even slightly worth stream time. That is irritating as hell. Don't most of the revamped quest NPCs get murked in some of their newer quests? Some of them might. She has to get humbled by the beams, says Thrak. Yeah. Alright. That felt like a giant waste of my time. Not gonna lie. Very unhappy with that arrangement. I just wanted to do rune crafting. That's all I wanted to do. Just wanted to do rune crafting, and they couldn't let me have fun. They had to get me stuck behind quests where you have to run and do stupid random things that I don't care about. I think I probably had to read the book and then do exactly what I just did. That's still stupid, though. I stand by what I'm saying. And just imagine last league, they didn't really make you do that at all. You didn't get to skip almost any quests. You had to do all of them from scratch. And you had access to the entire world, not region locked, so you really could do almost every single quest. It was a lot. All right. We're going to be ending up the stream somewhat soonish because my kids have been gone all weekend with the grandparents. My wife is actively picking them up right now. I'm expecting her home pretty soon. At which point, I am then required to watch them for the rest of the day. That was the whole deal for me being allowed to do this morning. So, I'm going to... Actually, can I shop and get a quick enchanted gem? There we go. I'm going to have to leave once they get here, which will happen at any point. Skeletons. I need to kill 21 skeletons. Well, let's do that. I just want to train up that defense, man. If it's worth a lot of points, it's worth a lot of points. I'll take it. Sure, why not? 3 people got Quest Cape last league. I believe it. 3 across the entire dang game. Wow, I've reached level 90 agility, by the way. Jeez Louise. This is just the most ridiculously beautiful thing I've ever seen. Who cares about agility? Skip the whole skill. Just skip the whole dang thing. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. 220 points away from getting the next relic, though. I'm pretty close. Thanks to that level 90, I am pretty darn close. I'm gonna try to get up to level 30, probably with my defense. Then I gotta start thinking about how I'm actually gonna train my magic up. Man, we're getting a level up almost every single kill. It's amazing. Yes, I know you're dropping mask parts. Did I ask about the mask? No. Is there a task for the mask? Then I don't care. There actually might be a mask thing. I don't know. You and Ham hit 90 at the same time. Hooray! We're level up buddies now. Or something. Getting some pretty good Slayer XP out of this arrangement, too. We're level 16 on that already. That's solid. I probably should be getting some tasks from Vanaka pretty soon, but I wanted to train up my other skills first. Wouldn't be bad. 13 more to go. We're doing a pretty good amount of damage considering I just have a steel weapon and shield. That Aegis, man, it's good. It's solid. So, I need to get different armor types, and that will be worth my new tasks. I don't know if that's going to be enough. It won't be enough to get me to the next relic, but it'll be getting me pretty close. I just got to figure out like 1 or 2 more big things to work on, and I'm there. And then I got to figure out how do I want to unlock the next region, because I'm running out of opportunities for easy tasks. And you really want to knock through the easy ones as quickly as you can. Then get those blessings online, and once I've got blessings, then I can just start murdering everything in sight, and it will be amazing. Was there another task to do bones, by the way? Let's just see real quick. If I bury a bunch of bones... No, there was not another task to do those. Okay. Well, forget that then. Yes, music, I get it. Your ambiance is very creepy. Lots of scary hissing sounds in the catacombs. Oh no, we're so scared. I'm practically an unkillable machine. I don't even have any self-healing yet. You can't do a dang thing to me. Not a one, not a thing. It's impossible. Hey, Freeman, how you doing? Hope you are well. We're going to be finishing up here soon-ish. As soon as my wife pulls up, that will be the end of it. But until then, I'm going to keep going as long as I can. Every second not playing the game is XP waste. That's how this works. I remember the days of double XP in RuneScape, which was always a big deal double XP weekend. But it was a true weekend where, like, you really only had a 48-hour period to get as much XP as possible. They've since loosened that up beautifully, where now you get, like, a certain number of hours, and you can spend it over the course of a week however you want, so you don't feel as pressured. But during those double XP weekends, every kid, man, we all would just, like, say, screw it, my entire weekend is book. Sleep is XP waste. We are going to be doing nothing but grinding RuneScape every second of the day. That's how it worked. It was great. All right, 52 spiders, huh? I mostly just want to know where to find a bunch. Southwest Lumbridge. There is a bunch in this... Okay, you know what? For once, the strong soul of security actually has a purpose. Maybe we should go kill a bunch of spiders there. That would work. I want to get that Slayer up, man. I know there's a number of tasks that are hidden behind, like, around 29 Slayer. Not hard to get. Just got to get there real quick. We can do that. And in the meantime, I'm going to be killing enough spiders. I should be able to level up quite a lot more. That said, at this point, I'm getting enough defense XP. We can go ahead and start getting some attack and strength as well. Again, that's not a big deal. And spiders are not on this floor, but they are one more down or two more down? I think it's two more down. So let's go find some spideys. Give them a good old squishing. They're tossing double XP weekends. If they toss double XP weekends, I will actually be enraged. Double XP weekends, you got rid of all the bonus XP because of the microtransactions. That's fine. Double XP has been fun. It is one of the only times I'm willing to do gathering skills that I otherwise hate. Don't you dare take away the double XP weekends. That'll make me so mad. Don't do it. We already told you to get rid of a lot of things. Don't get rid of the good things, too. Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater, man. Double XP weekend is a great community activity, and you already have made this game a painful grind. Why are you making it worse? Don't do it. All right, that's fine. I always find your videos somewhat relaxing. More success to you in the channel, man. Keep the videos coming. Well, thank you so much. I've been told that I have a voice that is surprisingly soothing and relaxing. And because I keep things relatively on the level, and I'm not like some wacky YouTuber who's screaming at everything, Markiplier, then it does result in just fairly chill content, but also somewhat, I won't say cerebral, but there's usually a bit of engagement that goes in a lot of the games that I play, which is fun. Plus, I do toss in quite a lot of relaxing games. Or city builders. Those are perfect. You know, just things that don't require a lot of, like, adrenaline in order to play. It helps, I think. It helps a lot. Any new skills I can work with? We do have Fury. I can toss that on here, I suppose. Audiobooks when? Funnily enough. No, not really. I definitely am not in the mood to read anything like that. Also, I don't know. I live in fear that if I were to try to do any sort of, like, genuine voice acting or narration, I would become the thing that I hate, which is Will Wheaton. Now, that sounds like kind of a thing to just throw out there, but let me explain. So, there's a book a lot of you have heard about. It's called Ready Player One. Sci-fi, kind of sort of dystopian. A lot of video game references, lots of 80s references, for God's sake. But you'd think as a video game enjoyer, like, that would be a really good one, right? Well, okay, cool. Here's the thing. The audiobook is narrated by Will Wheaton. And a lot of people say they love his narration. It is pure coke. The guy has one of the worst voices for narration I have ever heard. Nails on a freaking chalkboard. That nasally voice, it makes me want to punch his face. If I ever met Will Wheaton, I'd want to hurt him by instinct just from listening to that dang book. And I did finish it out of spite, but it ruined the whole book for me. Not that it was a very, like, high reading level book to begin with, but God, I had never hated listening to someone's voice as much as Will Wheaton. So as a result, the idea of me doing voice acting or narration and then finding out that actually I'm horrendous and people hate me and I am now as bad and people want to punch me in the face, like, I'd get it. I'd rather just stick to my own channel where people will only tune in because they'll tolerate my voice, as opposed to putting me out there to a wider audience and then discover that actually I am a horrendous listen. Freeman says you would not consider Frostpunk as a relaxing game. Oh, no, it's not. That is not relaxing. I am tense every time I'm playing that. I'm incredibly tense every time I play that game. It's an amazing game, but it's tense. Yeah. Ready Player 2 is garbage, don't waste your time. Oh, I had no intention. I wasn't impressed with the material of Ready Player 1 as a rule. I thought a lot of it was kind of cringe, to be honest. But after the audiobook, even if I were interested, I would never touch that again. Will Wheaton ruined that experience, completely obliterated it. And the thing is, my wife loved the book. That's why I read it, because she told me about it. But then I made her, she's like, do you like Ready Player 1? I'm like, I'm hating it. And she's like, what? Why? And I just pulled out my phone and turned on Audible and let her listen. She's like, okay, yeah, if I had to listen to that too, I would hate it. It's just that bad. I don't know. Okay, all right. You want to know why they got Will Wheaton as a narrator? First off, there's two things about Will. Okay, actually, Will Wheaton. You know what? Screw it. We're talking about Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton as a person. First off, I think he's a bit of a jerk. I do. I think he's a bit of a jerk. I think he is a guy who was really famous as a child actor in one particular nerddom series. He has been rolling with that for the rest of his life. He's never done anything that I would consider of note or of any particular talent ever since then. He has lived off of one series that he was famous in, and that is it. So first off, I think he should know his place a little bit. I'm being mean, but I'm serious. I think he should know his place a little bit. Secondly, I've seen his tweets and stuff. Like, there are things where he is just, like, viciously mean and kind of dickish to people for really no reason. He's always struck me as incredibly pretentious. I would not like him as a rule. But I thought all of this after listening to him, okay? So I didn't go into this with a bias against Will Wheaton. I listened to the book first, and ever since then, I've just been predisposed to hating Will Wheaton, but I think I'm slightly justified. Anyway, the reason they pick him is because of, one, that stupid nerddom fandom thing that it got going for him. It puts him in all things. He thinks he's like the king of the nerds somehow. So when you've got a book that's like, oh, all these 80 references, it even makes Will Wheaton the vice president of the freaking internet. Okay, like that's why he narrated it, because the book idolized him, because people idolize him, and I don't think he deserves it, even a little bit. I'm like, what the frick, dude? Why do people like Will Wheaton so much? I think it's just pure nostalgia and cope, both. Or maybe I'm just the jerk. I don't know. It's totally possible I'm the jerk. But I hated it. I hated listening to Will Wheaton. Long story short, I don't like Will Wheaton. Not an important thing at all, but man, someone's gonna clip this and post it on X to Will Wheaton and tag him, and I'm gonna feel real bad. But like, I don't like him. I don't like him. Anyway, just working on this Slayer here. 15 more spiders. Don't worry. Check out the window. Don't see the wife. She hasn't texted me to say when she's coming back. I don't think. Has she? Wait, maybe she has. Hang on. Nope. So I have no idea. No idea when she's coming back. I might be good for a bit. I also might not. I'm in agreement. Dude is a terrible person to idolize. You can idolize whoever you want, but I'd like to at least see a reason to have earned it. You know? And then you start realizing that kind of nobody really deserves it. There was a time, for example, when I kind of idolized Stephen Colbert, of all people, because the Colbert Report was hilarious. I thought the guy had a really good sense of humor. And I'm like, that must be kind of how he is in real life and stuff like that. Then you get him out of that show, you put him on the late night, and he starts acting more like his actual self with a totally different set of writers who's not parodying things. And all of a sudden, he's not funny. He's not a nice guy. He just seems like a political hack. It's like, where's the funny? I was fine with political hack when it was a hilarious satire. What's this? And it's like, all right, forget that. I don't ever want to meet Stephen Colbert. There's maybe like 2 people left that I still respect enough that like I feel like I'd be happy to meet them and idolize them, at least look up to them in some way. You know? Mike Rowe is a good example, the guy from Dirty Jobs. I really respect what that guy does. He seems like a genuinely nice guy. I'm not sure I'll agree with all of his politics, but I don't have to. Like, he seems like a genuinely nice guy. That's a guy I'd like to meet. I don't know if I'd go so far as idolizing, but I like him. I like him. He seems pretty good. Sean Austin. That's him, right? Yes, I think. Yes, he'd be cool to meet. I feel like he's a nice guy. He seems nice. You know? Mark Hamill's a guy I would have loved to meet once upon a time, but I feel like he's kind of started to get just kind of mean-spirited to people as well recently. He's good in certain circumstances, not so much in others. I don't know. Some people have been showing ugly sides in the last few years. And you just kind of realize everybody's just flawed people. And you can take the good, and you can try to, like, sort of downplay the bad. Be like, yeah, you do these things that are good, you do these things that are bad. I'll take the good, I'll put aside the bad, and I'll try not to judge you too harshly beyond that, but that's just kind of how you have to live your life. Never idolize anyone. And this is one of the things that always scared me as a YouTuber, right? So I've had young people talk about how they look up to me, and I'm like, please don't look up to me. I'm just a guy. I'm no one. I'm just some guy. I make content on YouTube for the lulz. Sometimes it does really well. Sometimes I'm just goofing off. Who cares? But at the end of the day, there's nothing to look up to with me. I just made stuff. I don't like how people idolize people as a general rule. I just don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's good for society. If you're going to idolize anyone, you should have good parents you can idolize, and that's about it. That's how society should work. But it doesn't. And as a result, we get a society where all the kids want to be, for some reason, sanguine crawlers, all the kids want to be influencers because they idolize all these probably horrible people. Tell me how this is going to work out for society. You tell me. It's not, is the answer. It's not going to work out at all. I have gone way off the beaten path from what I should probably talk about in a stream. But there we go. Yeah, I think that's just being human. Yeah, that's the thing. When you idolize someone, you forget that they have flaws. It's okay to acknowledge that people have flaws and to accept the flaws for what they are and that they're things to grow from and to learn from. Idolizing, it almost applies like a blind faith that I don't think is good for anybody. Accept and acknowledge that everyone is flawed and we're all working on being our best, hold each other accountable, and that's how you get a good society. That's how it should work. But I don't know. Parasocial relationships are the commonality for the age of information. They really are. And it's made me really uncomfortable in this. It's one of the reasons why, you know, I've got like the Patreon stuff and Discord and stuff. And I like to just talk to people like a normal person. I don't want to be idolized. I don't want people fanboying over anything. I don't like any of it. It makes me uncomfortable. We shouldn't have parasocial relationships. We can have real relationships, or we can just be like, you know, people we meet on the internet, and that can be it. That's fine. Keep it within a healthy boundary, and it's good to go. That's my opinion. Getting back to more important topics with gaming, Frostpunk 1886 is out next year. I expect a surprise video. I mean, I expect that too. I'm not guaranteed access to it, but let's just say I have a contact with 11-Bit Studios. They like me. I like them. I'm meeting with some of them to have lunch at Gamescom. They might even have a preview for me. They may not. I don't know. I'm not under NDA. I've also got no expectations or promise of anything. But, yeah. I would love to get into Frostpunk 1886 early gameplay. And you better believe I'm going to do a series on that with the new ideology once I get a chance. 100% I'm going to do that. Still going to call you a dweeb as I win this race. Okay, well, you're probably going to win. And if so, it's because I have children. So it's fine. Go ahead. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. It'll be great. I hope you do win. It'll be fun. I'm mostly just looking forward to actually killing some bosses that normally I would be too intimidated to try and fight. That's good enough for me. All right. What am I trying to do again? Oh, I was going to try to do a little bit of fletching real quick. I just want to get that up to level 5 and above. Just get that done and over with. We do need to do Hunter. We do need to do Summoning. Both of those are in Haven Height, is the thing. I could do that. It wouldn't be bad to go and do some Hunter and Summoning. Herblore I need to do. So, actually, how do you start with Herblore anymore? There's a question. How do you start with Herblore now? Because I can't go into the region where they have it. I don't have Asgarnia. So I've got to be able to get Guam somewhere and just start. Same with Summoning. I'm so used to having to do, like, pickup sticks. So I don't actually know how that works. To be honest, I think your kids win because they get to spend time with you. You're not wrong. The kids do win, and it is way more important that I spend a lot of quality time with them. And they are cuties. I'll tell you, it's been real nice having a weekend free from them for a while, but I do miss them, and they are awesome, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Kids are great. Don't let the doomers tell you anything otherwise. It's a sacrifice. It is 100% hard as hell. It's also awesome, and it is contributing to the next generation and changes the way you see the world in an amazing way. I highly advocate parenthood if you're the type of person who actually will take a responsibility. If you're the type of person who plans on slacking and abusing, frick off. But if you can hold a little bit of love in your heart, then you should do it. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Speaking of love in my heart, I just saw a car pull up, which means my time is up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Fort 4 and 3. You're right, Thrak. Thank you. I absolutely do need to do that. But yeah, I now need to go. The kids are here, which means my wife is about to tell me get down here and help, and I need to go say hi, and I haven't seen them in like 4 days, so this is going to be great. So yeah, guys, I know that, again, this is a fairly low-impact stream. Not a lot of viewers. Didn't expect a lot here, but just glad to share it. I'm going to be playing the crud out of this for the next couple of weeks at a minimum. I would love to get the Dragon Trophy this particular league. I didn't do it last time. I would love to do it now. We will see what ends up happening. But for now, yeah, RuneScape 3 leagues, man. It's fun, it's fast, and I am looking forward to going crazy. By the way, after 3.5 hours, 92 agility. That's so crazy. That's absolutely wild. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I will talk to you all later. See ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.